Nigga, can we remix your face? Can we remix your hair, nigga? Can we remix the way you talk, Mr. Merzick? Nigga, you probably dirty and stinky, nigga. Can we remix how your ass smells? Nigga, remix and take a goddamn bath. Nigga, can we remix to get you a brand new goddamn apartment to live in? Nigga, can we remix and give you some goddamn talent? You are nothing, but you talk the most shit. Your damn criminal record so fucked up, you probably can't get a real job. You are nothing. And I rub your daughter, and I rub your daughter her too, nigga. I rub her hair, nigga. Pull up. You wanna pull up, 10-year-old pull up, You wanna pull up, 10-year-old pull up, Then you got people having nigga sympathy for you. You are nothing. That's the reason why you constantly in the status of a low down ass Negro, because you got people that constantly, reinforce that type of behavior, having sympathy for you and trying to show that they support you because they don't like certain people. You are nothing, and you just eat that shit up. And you ain't making no money off of YouTube, nigga. But you talk the most shit. You are nothing. But you want to criticize me? You want to criticize Red Pill? You want to criticize Dr. Bombay? Are you serious? And I rub your daughter, and I rub your daughter her too, nigga. I rub her hair, pull up. You wanna pull up, 10-year-old pull up, You wanna pull up, 10-year-old pull up, Every time somebody give you a little bit of criticism, you get mad and start crying. You're a failure at everything that you do in life. What have you ever been successful at? You're living in a goddamn extended stay. You don't show the bag. And you talk the most shit. That's the problem with this sector. You are nothing. Nigga, you've been a fan of mine for over 2 years, nigga. You've been trolling me since 2019, and you're still trying to follow me now in 2021, nigga. Overall remix, you are nothing. You're just not on my level. You never will be. But you want to talk about the Godfather. And I rub your daughter, and I rub your daughter her too, nigga. I rub her hair, pull up. You wanna pull up, 10-year-old pull up, You wanna pull up, 10-year-old pull up, And I rub your daughter, and I rub your daughter her too, nigga. I rub her hair, pull up. You wanna pull up, 10-year-old pull up, You wanna pull up, 10-year-old pull up, What's up, everybody? This is D Durrell with D Durrell, the Rebirth, here chilling right now, enjoying myself, just basically chilling on this Saturday. Hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. Let me go ahead and cam up for a little bit. Hope everybody's having a good day today. We're going to go through a situation in which I'm going to speak on and review, to me, one of the most eye-opening, truthful videos of this year, courtesy of Dr. Bombay. Sipping on a little something with candies up in it. Going to enjoy my day today, enjoy this live stream. We're going to listen to Dr. Bombay message to the sector. Dr. Bombay is a friend of mine, YouTube friend of mine, that I've been knowing for about 2 years now. Real brother I've been conversing with. This to me was one of the most eye-opening, the most truthful, the most hard-hitting, to the heart, to the gut videos that he's ever created. I told him I was going to do a review on this, and I want you all to understand the pretenses to doing this video. There are people in this sector who are complaining about a whole bunch of shit that they have no business complaining about. There are people in this sector that are very hypocritical. Is what's good for one person ain't good for another person. Dr. Bombay say 3 years and counting. Yeah, I've been knowing my brother for actually 3 years and counting. It's been actually 18. But he basically was confronted with for telling the truth, for expressing his true opinion. And as we know, people in this sector have issues with people telling the truth. So Dr. Bombay is going to talk for about a good 18 minutes. I'm going to do a review on it. And then after that, I'm going to do an open panel. Again, all sectors, the sector, the manosphere, whoever's watching, you're free to come up and give your opinion on what he talked about and so forth. I'm very, very interested in anybody from the sector coming in here. I don't expect anybody from the church sector to come in today because this video is not on the sector's TV. And I don't know how many people in the church sector that actually know about this channel. This is actually my bigger channel. So let's sit back. Let's listen to my brother speak. And we're going to go from there.
This one. Let's just get right into it. Let's talk about it. First things first, I just wanted to come on here just to drop a few words to share my experience and recent experience throughout this sector and others. First of all, I want to start with the topic of online friendship. Let me tell you something. Now, these people that you come on here and you interact with every day, and you make the fatal mistake of believing that you know people. That's what you think. You know these people because you have conversations with them, or you like their avatar, or you like some of the funny jokes they make. Let's be real. This right here, what you're seeing me speaking to you through, this is the simulation. This ain't real. There's nothing here that's genuine. Now, granted, there are some good personalities that you have here. And this ain't no diss to the people that come online, because I'm right here with you. So I'm definitely going to say that. What I think is, though, we're investing way too much into this to make it some sort of pseudo reality, which it is not. Now, let's be real. We all have exchanges and such. But honestly, though, have you ever met any of these people? Have you ever sat with them, broke bread with them? Do you know what they go through in their personal lives, from job loss or death of a loved one? Hell, I'll make it even basic. Do you even know what they look like? Do you? Have you seen them? You got affection for these people. You got this online love for these people. But all you got is an avatar, or you have a projection of the false self. Because that's what we are here. We're all characters. We're players in this game, especially in this sector. We come on with our own online personalities of those, what we think we're perceived to be by people. and we come on and we project.
Now let me stop right there. Because what my brother's pretty much saying, they got people in here who are overly emotionally involved in YouTube. You got niggas on here that actually think people really their friends. You got people losing their mind, getting anxiety attacks. You got people who are thinking that they have real camaraderie with people that they never met. And they get upset and they hold people to certain standards and have a sense of entitlement based on a YouTube relationship. Dr. Bombay is identifying how you think you know people, but you don't really know them. Let me continue.
We fall in love with our own characters sometimes, you know, actors of sorts. Now, this isn't to say that a lot of your ideas or opinions might not be how you really feel, but I think sometimes we just cross the bounds into believing a little more into this than what it really is. You know, somebody insults you, you get upset. Hell, somebody insults me, I get upset. That's just a natural human reaction. But I don't take it to bed with me. You don't carry this stuff offline. You know, you pissed off because somebody online you thought was your friend, quote unquote, said something you didn't like, and now you're actually hurt. They're not your friend. What's their middle name? So you don't know. What's the length of their hair or the color? You don't know. You just assume. Now let's talk about some of the goings on to our online personalities. Now in this particular sector here, this is the Umar sector. You know, now a lot of you come in with the same formula. You come in with guns blazing, and it's several people. We're gonna get into we're gonna talk about the name game in a minute. Several people. First thing you do is come in to be controversial. You go at one of the major players here, you try to take their head off so you can have a come up. Now,
let's stop right there. How many motherfuckers this year have came at the major players in the game, clout chasing their ass off just for views? Now, I'm not gonna say no names, but everybody know not only me, but other people who have been targets just because of their position in the sector. Now, I understand that as it relates to me and my position and how this sector got created in the first fucking place, I wear it like a badge of honor. Because as you come for me, I expose you for who you are. This year alone, there have been several people who've come at me and also the good guys. And look where their platforms were as opposed to the way they look right now. Totally different. So I get it. Instead of focusing on building your own shit, you're trying to tear somebody else down. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. And you just going to have to deal with the fact that I'm the Godfather. And I know you can't stand it. I'm called the Godfather. But you either accept it or leave.
Yeah, that does get you some notoriety. Unfortunately, it fizzles out at a while because, see, if you come in with that, you know, and you hate on one person, then I might follow you because I hate that person too. So I'm going to follow you. But see, here's the thing. What do you have to offer me beyond that? What is your content? What is your ideas? How can you help me elevate my life? Usually it's not. It's just more of the same hate. Matter of fact, that's what bred the entire sector. You have a whole group of people who don't like Dr. Umar Johnson, so they all rally around their negativity or hatred for that particular one man. And then you have the other side that supports him, and the two sides oppose each other, and that gave birth to the sector. But then within the sector now, it's evolved into something else. It's more of a bit of a fuckery playground is what it is. So you have a lot of key players that are coming in jockeying for position and dropping names and going at heads of people, you know, because they have to feel relevant. You understand what I'm saying? Or if it's somebody else, maybe they feel is more popular, they gotta take down the person. You know, that happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Brother came on, Mr. Remix. Oh, Bombay. Oh, I gotta put
Mr. Merzit.
I gotta call him practicing an alternative lifestyle and drive it into the ground. You know, for what reason though? Right? Okay, that went on for days and months and months and months and months. Now, see, here's the thing. If I react to that, they say, oh, it's just the internet. You're taking it way too serious. You're getting triggered. All these things. Now, see, that takes me to another point. You have a troll. Trolls who come on, and that's their mode. You know, they make jokes. They poke fun at you. And they say, they poke at you and poke at you and poke at you. And then if you react in a negative way, they laugh and say you got triggered and this is just the internet. Well, if it's just the internet, why do you do what you do every day? Why do you look for a reaction? And then when a person has a reaction, you say, oh, you're taking this too serious. But see, here's what I noticed. You're not doing it to everybody. It's only certain key players and soft targets. Now that takes me to a point. Now, right at this point, people are saying, thinking in their mind, why aren't you dropping names? Why aren't you calling them out, pointing them out? Now, let me tell you something. Each and every one of you that I've had to deal with on an individual basis, I've said this to your face. I ain't got to make no whole separate video naming names and all of this and that. You know, now I understand that's what you want to hear. And let me tell you, then the reason why I don't do that, you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. See, remember what I said when you come into the sector with guns blazing and you attack somebody because you want some notoriety for yourself? You understand that if I say your name here, that gives you content. You can go back and you can respond. And that gives you, what, 4 or 5 more videos of bullshit to put out. That's why I don't do that, folks. That's the main number one reason why. It ain't got a damn thing to do with being passive, aggressive, or bipolar, manic, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's nothing to do with that. You don't have to point a finger, name a name. We can have a community discussion and speak in general terms. As a matter of fact, I looked all week. I was checking out some of the panels. I seen plenty of people getting up there talking in subliminals, codes, general terms, and all of that. But not once did I see you place a label upon that person. And you know why you didn't place a label upon that person? Because you like that particular individual. And see, you put a label on me because you might not like me. I really...
God damn it. Let me stop at that shit. This shit that he just saying is one of the most profound statements that characterizes the behavior of this goddamn sector. It's all good if somebody you like do the bullshit. But the minute somebody else you don't like turn the fucking tables around, you got a goddamn problem. You see, they got people crying right now about Al. I told y'all asses to cancel Al months ago. And now you got new people coming in the sector. I don't understand why black men ain't protecting me. I don't understand why black men ain't holding Al accountable. Well, I held Al accountable the first fucking week he came into this goddamn sector. And the thing about it, y'all don't do y'all fucking homework. Y'all don't know what the fuck going on. You don't ask questions. But you want to be mad about why somebody doing something. I said cancel Al back in, I want to say March or April of last year, of this year. 7 months ago. And you know what y'all said? Fuck it, we gonna deal with Al. So you get what you get. You get what you get. I told y'all to quit fucking with him. Matter of fact, there's some people right now that's mad at Al right now were the ones that were engaging him. Now you want to complain. But let me continue.
Really give a damn. Because see, this is the simulation. This is not reality. You do not know me. I do not know you. Now, I've given some glimpses into my personal life, little sneak peeks here and there. But see, that takes us back full circle to the whole beginning here. You're getting caught up in this illusion. You're buying into it. Yes, I've already admitted. I gotten upset a couple of times. It's not about me, though. It's about you. Who are you talking about, Dr. Bombay? Why don't you say the name? Say the name. If the shoe fits, lace that son of a bitch up and wear it. Now, where did that term come from? That term came from somebody speaking to a group and not particularly the individual. If you are an individual and I need to say something about you, you know me, I'll write an entire song, a poem, or something expressive, something entertaining to let you know that you're on my mind. But understand this, you're not always on my mind. It's not always about you. It's not personal. And to my latest thing here, to the sisters. Now look, there's been this consensus of an understanding about Black men as they relate to Black women and offering protections and things like that. Now, we had a whole debate about that here. There was brother Ghost and, Sister Tiffany. We had a whole debate about that. Now, if you can find that debate and you see all of my comments in the chat, then you'll know my position. You can't come up now 5 minutes ago and say, I know how you feel. I know what you think, thus and so. I expressed it. I laid it all out. As a matter of fact, I was on Ghost panel a few times. And I expressed my position. He said, do you think all women need protection? Blah, 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 blah. And I went to this big old spiel. We're not going to go into that here today. But let me say something to you. If you come around here, and I know, sisters, some of you have had bad experiences with 1, 2, 3, or 4 brothers, baby daddies, husbands, or whatever it was. You can't use the blanket statement saying all Black men and then expect to receive some sort of respect or admiration or protection from any one individual. See, the truth of the matter is, whenever somebody comes on and says all Black women, all Black men, or all anything, usually that statement is followed by some falsehood or untruth. You know why? Because you have not experienced all in the totality of anything to really make that statement have any basis to it. It does not. I didn't date you, so how can you put me in with the group? Now, what happened is, you all and we all, fellas too, men too, because you hear that, men always talk about all these women. I got 5 or 6, 10 women because I'm juggling them because I'm too scared to put my heart into one person. She ain't gonna get me again. Negro, you got your heart broke in 10th grade. Okay, that was 30 years ago. You still walking with that? Same thing, sister. You made a couple of bad choices and you still walking around with that pain. And now you want to judge everybody because of that? Look, your grandmama, she told you he was no good. You ain't listen. Your mama told you. Girl, why you dating that thug? You ain't listen. You did what you wanted to do. You didn't apply wisdom to your situation. Same thing with you, sir. You didn't apply wisdom to your situation. You didn't not get this one pregnant, not get that one pregnant. You did what you did, okay? So you can't come on here now. You are in your late 30s, 40s, 50s, still walking around with these false ideologies of what you think society is, and it's not. And society damn sure ain't here. It's not on this internet today. This isn't real. This is an illusion. Everybody here is projecting something. They projecting. That's not who they really are. Now I know some of them say, yeah, that's not true. I really am this person.
Let me stop there. Because I just had a conversation. Because I talk to people offline. Matter of fact, today I talked to 2 of my people that I know and have interacted with on YouTube today. And there are so many people that actually think that there's no difference between me and the Godfather character. There are people, the closest representation of who I really am is on D. Durrell Life Solutions. That's the closest representation of me. This shit that I do on here is somewhat a lot of who I am. In many ways, it's really not. But they got people in here that don't understand the difference. They don't understand the difference between reality and online simulation. They think the shit is all the same. And they are too overly involved and fixated on this platform. And they need to wake up in reality and understand quit doing dumb shit like trying to dox people, fuck up people's career, contacting jobs, contacting schools, contacting CPS, contacting the FBI over some shit that ain't real on YouTube, for the most part. And I constantly had to repeat myself in regards to people thinking, well, D. Darrell, you a therapist. I just can't know a therapist. You're supposed to be a therapist, you're supposed to be professional. D. Darrell, how could you say that? I can fucking say it because I want to say it. That's why. And a damn thing nobody can do about it.
Really? Okay. All right. I tell y'all what. How many of y'all, for real, how many of y'all can take the last 10 times you've been on a panel and a chat and play it back for your coworkers and your entire family, let them sit there on the screen and watch it? Are you cool letting that happen? Probably not. You know why? Because this ain't you. That's not how you act in the real world. That's not who you really are. But yet here you are, poking and prodding, trying to rile somebody up. You know? Anyway, I just wanted to drop that. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, before we judge not, lest ye be judged. You know? Now, we all know everybody's here is biased. I've said things that the next person has said the same exact way and did not receive the same treatment. The point is, you question your sources. You're not here to build. You already said that we're about to fuck them. You're not here to listen. You're not here for any guidance. You're here to be popular. You're here to be in a clique. You're here to be clicking with other people that share your pain, that share your shortcomings, that shares the all that's dark inside of you. That's what you're here for. You don't want to hear anything else. Now, that takes me to another point. You all said it's about the fucking. Now, months and months ago, I said, I think you all should have some more balance. I think it's a little bit too much of this, not enough of that. Okay, you labeled the brother. Said, you're complaining. You're fussing about things, man. You need to go with the flow. It's evolution. But look at you now. Look at all of you now. Ain't no name necessary. All of you. If the shoe fits, lace that bitch up and wear it. All of you. Now you want respect. Now you want consideration. Now you want somebody to care about your feelings now. No, this is the fuckery. This is what you wanted. This is what you got. Don't cry about it now. You know? But look, while you're crying about it, is anybody calling you a master complainer? Is anybody telling you to shut up? Is anybody telling you to leave the sector? See, keep that same energy you had with me when I made those observations. You know? So now people want to come out. They want to be respected. And that takes me to another thing. You're going to get about as much respect as you put out. Okay? All right. Now understanding this, my personal position. Yes, I know I said, I don't know you. I don't know y'all in here. I don't. But let me tell you something, sisters. I just want to drop this. If it was real life and I saw you walking down the street and somebody brutalized you, was trying to brutalize you or attack you, I'd be the first one to step up and let that not happen. I'm going to go on record and say that. Regardless of how we get along here, or regardless of how I treat you here, got nothing to do with that. This like I said, this is the matrix. This ain't real. I'm the architect. You understand? But in real life, it's a whole thing. But you wouldn't know that because you don't know me in real life. I don't know you in real life. Y'all don't know each other in real life. I'm getting caught up by this stuff, man. Now I understand it. COVID got everybody locked in. You know, you feel a little boxed up with yourself. You know, so you got to use this as an outlet. Hell, when COVID kicked in, I was the same way. I started making more music, doing more things. It's hell being locked up in here like this.
Well, Mr.
You know
Mercer, Mr.
Let's
Mercer.
stop playing these games. Sisters, walk in class and extinction. You'll be regarded in that way. And any real man to see you, trust me, he gonna kill concrete to make sure you safe. All right? Now, granted, that doesn't open the floodgates. If you decide to walk a little differently, it doesn't open the floodgates for you to be attacked. But just understand, know where you are. This the internet. This is this sector. You know, ain't no damn love and compassion all up in here. You understand what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. You know? And in closing, if I got something to say about you, I'm going to say it. I'm going to drop your name. But what you ain't going to get, you ain't going to get no content. Now, if you want to have a discussion or conversation, we can do that. But nah, I ain't going to drop your name. I got opinions about my community, my society, and that's how I speak. That's how I roll. But don't get it twisted, because we all know, fellas, you talk mad shit online here, and you will. But you know, in real life, you ain't built like that. You ain't gonna bust a grape. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't go out my way and keep doing that. You know, y'all keep poking these bears around here till somebody show up. You understand? It's not no threat or nothing. I'm just telling you, be careful. Watch how you walk. You know, all that gangsterism, man, all that stuff, that's not impressive. It don't impress me. I don't care if you've been to jail. I don't care if you got guns. That stuff don't matter. See, where I'm from, a real man get up every day, go to work and face that world out there with all the ills that it contains to provide for his family and stand at the head of his household. That's what a man do. That's me. That man is me. You understand? So ladies, for real, know who you talking to. You know, fellas, know who you talking to. You know, I ain't gonna hold you. I just wanted to come on here and just drop that. You know, it wasn't organized. It wasn't scripted. Normally I keep a little note card or something to go from subject to subject. But I just decided to let it rip. I haven't done a video in a while. I've been more so focusing on the music. So anyway, let's all come on here, man. Let's enjoy these personalities, these projections. Let's have fun. I'm not telling you that it doesn't have some sort of a merit or value to it. It does. It's entertaining. It's fun. Enjoy. That's what y'all taught me. I learned that from you. You told me to relax and enjoy, and that's what I'm here to do. So I'm in your chat section. I'm typing statements. I'm saying anything that comes out of the mind. And I'm also receiving all of your insults towards me. I'm not reading them, though. I tell you what, you want me to hear it, say it out loud. Make a video, I'll hear you, I'll listen. But not for too long. So yeah, come on. We know you got certain people you like and certain people you don't like. I've also talked about folks and insulted your faceless ways. That's fine, you know. That's just how I feel. So it's my opinion. Didn't mean to hurt your feelings, wasn't making nothing personally, because hell, if I did know you personally and I did have an interaction with you on the real life level, I probably wouldn't say half of that. I probably wouldn't feel that way. I don't judge people out here in the real world that I know. But like I said, we're all online. So let's enjoy. Let's have a good time. And let's have some fun. And meanwhile, I need y'all to stop coming on here tripping and wake up!
Facts.
Oh, I don't have no.
Facts. So what do y'all have to say about that, man? I'm gonna definitely open up the panel, man. That to me summed up all the shit that's going on right now. Dr. Bombay, check out TMK Media, Dr. Bombay. He in the chat. Shout out to Psycho Candy. Shout out to Pillsbury Doughboy TV. Shout out to the real one. Who else up in there? Spot him, shot him. Man, Dr. Bombay went off. He did the damn thing on that one. Y'all can say what y'all want. He did the damn thing on that one. He basically said what was up. I'm counting myself. He basically came out and to me, you didn't need a no card. You didn't need a no card because you basically said what you needed to say. What's up, Exposed the Manosphere? How you doing, brother? How you doing? And to me, it speaks of the idiocracy of this sector. Not just this sector. I'm talking about the Manosphere, pro-black sectors, the black church sector, the divestment. There's a bunch of people, man, that don't understand the duality of reality versus fiction, reality versus online simulation. These motherfuckers blur the lines of every goddamn thing. They blur the lines. And when they blur the lines, they don't know the difference. So let me get this together. What's up, Bombay?
What's going down?
Chilling, man. You the man.
No, I'm the man standing next to the man. Nah, you know, I mean, it's what we always said. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realized, see, the thing is, I'm gonna tell you something. it's a lot of, it's all about psychology. You know, like for instance, when I would talk about the sector, which I don't do often anymore. You know, when you get people that's telling you, you know, like matter of fact, there was the sister in question who we was talking about. Matter of fact, it was on my live. It was me, you, Carrie, whatever. And she came on the panel and she said, yeah, but you know, you complain. And I said, I don't understand. I said, I've watched several live presentations where I've seen people complain for 4 hours straight, 4 or 5 days a week. Present company was included at that time. So she said, yeah, but see, they kind of humorous with theirs. And if you made it humorous, then, and I'm like, I don't understand. A complaint is a complaint. So what, I put a punchline at the end of it. Is it not still a complaint? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you know, I left that alone. You know what I'm saying? I realized that in the sector, you know, it's a lot of hypocrisy. You got people that, no, I'm sorry, only the cool people can complain. So that's how that is. Only the cool people. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm not a cool person. I heard Remix said he made me popular in the sector. I'm like, God damn. No, more like popular. Yeah, he made me more like infamous.
Really?
Yeah, so he said he made me popular. So that's the word on the street. So that's cool. Thank you for that. I gotta send the cash app for my popularity. You know what I'm saying? But for real though, like I said, across the sector, it's you know, it's certain people that are just soft targets. You know what I'm saying? Look at it. For instance, you take a Stargate. Stargate is a soft target. Why? Because, you know, she has a peaceful nature. She's not gonna fight you. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna get all rah-rah with you and shit. So they come at her. You know what I'm saying? And try to dump on her all the time. Every time she goes on a panel, she's put on trial. You know what I'm saying? How many other people you see go up on the panel and get their whole life dissected over a decision? Now, the fact that I just said that, you'll have some of these bitches around here that'll say, "Oh, you caping for her." You know what I'm saying? No, it's not caping. It's just telling the fucking truth as of what it is. That's what it is. Y'all pick on certain people you don't. I see them do the same shit 10 times worse. You ain't got nothing to say. You ain't got no smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, see this resident troll right here. Now, when he was on Carrie Ann panel, Spottom was, and she said, she says, "Do you think I'm being sensitive?" He's like, "Oh, well, see, well, you know, kind of, sort of. Well, you know, I'm just saying. I ain't trying to, But when he on Stargate, but when on Stargate panel, oh, it's fucking guns blazing. Oh, he hit up with a flamethrower, talking all kinds of shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, why y'all don't have the same smoke for people? Y'all act like y'all scared of some of these motherfuckers. You ain't got nothing to say. You know, but certain people, you got a whole lot of shit to say. Like, for instance, I go on the panel, you see the trolls turn up their shit. They got all these little bullshit ass comments that ain't nobody gonna read. I already said, ain't nobody gonna sit here and fucking read no 18 paragraphs of you talking. And personally, I ain't got nothing to say to none of them no more. I don't want to talk to them either. And if you ain't got no face and no voice, I really ain't got shit to say to you. Because you are a nothing, a zero in a sector trying to be fucking relevant. You know, that's all it is. So like I said, when y'all can start carrying that shit and make the shit equal, if y'all fucking super trolls out here, but y'all super trolls, but y'all got boundaries and shit. And that takes me to another point. You got the sector now where everybody talking about all this fuckery shit. When I was talking about, you know, hey, y'all, can we balance it out? Can we just have real? No, man, shut the fuck up. You complain, the leader sector, you don't like it. Now, every time we on Slander Ave, how many times you seen them try to censor Slander God in the last month? Slander letting his shit run. You got people running up there talking about, man, Slander, they saying certain words. Slander, why they up here doing this now? Slander's like, man, it's fucking Friday. What you thought was going to happen when you came trying to censor that man? That's the main hub of the sector where the fuckery is. You trying to tell that man what he can't have and what he can't say in his own shit? No, take that shit. I'm gonna tell you like you told me, take that shit over to your channel and be the example. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a bunch of bullshit hypocrisy going on. You know, like I said, man, I've been peep game on that. You know, I can say shit to certain people. Now I was sitting over there, I was watching Binary Live, and he doing a review of the women talking from last night, and that's basically all we doing in the sector now is reviews of other people, reviews of the review and being reviewed. You know what I'm saying? Which is why people say that's why the sector's dying. You know, I'm sitting over there buying that. I turn that shit off. It's like he doing this photon DNA impersonation. What the fuck, yo? For real? We need two of y'all around. What's gonna be next? All them flashing lights and quick moving images and that fucking LSD trip that he be doing? You know, y'all need to get some new shit and come up with some new content, some real fucking material is what need to happen. Do something. You know, that's all we saying. People say the sector done. No, it's not. No, it's not. Of course it's not. Because the same 50 people want to sit in the room, you understand, and just to have some place to go. So you want to say it ain't done. It's the same regurgitated bullshit.
And they want to get mad at me. And they want to get mad at me for trying to expand the sector.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Y'all don't want, see, y'all, let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you flat out. Y'all don't want the church sector over here. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. You don't want them over here because you know when 300, 400 extra Negroes show up, that make your ass to be super insignificant at that point, because ain't nobody gonna pay no attention to no voiceless, faceless ass troll when you got that type of infusion of people coming this direction, because they get it popping. They got shit to talk about, things to do, tea to spill, issues to discuss. That's some real content, okay? So up in this little tiny ass sector, out of 60 people, you came in, you know, you swung on a couple folks, moved up the ladder real quick of popularity, you know, so you feel like, you know, if we merge a whole nother sector over here, you know, your popularity go to the toilet because ain't nobody gonna pay you no mind. Bottom line.
Facts.
Yeah. All this education in the sector, all these degrees, all this training, certificates, all this shit, and we talking about bullshit all day long. Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I was over there chilling on looking at binary pair. He was doing a review saying, oh, he said something to Carrie, blah, blah, blah. Dr. Bombay, I'm saying, though, I think he's a goofy. Oh, yeah, I'm a goofy, but I ain't had no broad come up on my motherfucking panel for 30 minutes and cuss my ass out and shut my show down. Fuck out of here. Where all the smoke? Where all the smoke at? See? But for me, you got names. You do that trolling bullshit when we trying to have real conversations, but your shit getting shut down. Shout out to the good doctor. I like how she roll. She come in, she speak her piece, she commands the room. Straight slam that shit. Now, right or wrong, it don't matter. It's just the fact that there y'all go. Where all y'all smoke at? Where your strength? You understand what I'm saying? But y'all, you want to look at me and y'all want to put a label on me. Let me tell you something, man. I ain't no bitch. You know, but people get it fucked up. You know, you come on here, we go on Stargate channel, you know, I'm doing little character voices and shit, impersonations, you know, we clowning around and shit, you know, so people think like I said, man, what I said in the tape, they think they know you. They think they got you pegged. Nah, they don't know you. They don't know. I listen to these weak ass fools, you know, they talk about how, you know, they got guns, all this other bullshit. Man, I'll tell you something, man. Ain't nobody that's thorough, as we say in my city, thorough, THURL, thorough, is running their fucking mouth about what they got or what they gonna do. They just gonna do it. So like I said, you behind the safety of this microphone and distance. You wouldn't say half of that shit to somebody's face, for real. You wouldn't. You know, and I ain't gonna throw no slanderous words out on nobody. I'm just saying, it's not a manly thing, you know, bottom line. So anyway, that's all I got to say. And I just get tired. I feel like
you said a lot.
Yeah, you just get tired of the bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? I get tired of the bullshit.
I am, man.
You know, with the soft targets in the sector, people coming in running their fucking mouth. These little girls on here making fucking 5 and 6 videos talking about the same thing. You know, saying get on every fucking panel, disrupting the panel. Hey y'all, I'm coming to the panel. I'm in the middle of the fucking discussion, and I'm gonna start talking about something that personally happened to me and my gripe. And just ruin the whole fucking live. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Anyway, that's all I got to say about that.
Man, you know? But you said a lot, man. You said a handful, but it's the truth, man. The truth is the truth. But nobody want to see. Like, it's almost like I'm feeling like the more people come, the more people gonna see behind the bullshit. So these people who were once thinking they were significant, with more people, are not going to be as significant. So these trolls won't matter, like you told me earlier today. These trolls won't matter if you got, instead of the average panel having 20, 30, 40, 50 people, that may go up to the hundreds or 80, 90, hundreds. And so that's going to minimize the significance of what they talk about. If you got 80, 90 people in your chat, you ain't got time to worry about what one troll saying. Or a bunch of trolls. You trying to, you know, basically focus on everybody else. But they do the same thing, man. It's week after week, the same thing, the same content.
And then
this
you gotta go ahead. I'm sorry.
The shit with Scarlett and nobody really cares. And nobody really who's talking about Scarlett and Carrie Ann throughout this. Nobody worrying about that. She the only one bringing this shit up. Nobody really care about that beef. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares. They're not gonna give up Scarlett's wrench. They're gonna allow her to continue doing what she's doing. You can't get mad at the men because that's what they chose to do. And then, you know, that speaks to this thing about protection, about other men are supposed to just take up for you. Well, who the fuck you taking up for? Like, man, this shit need to be reciprocal. This shit, where's the reciprocity in this shit? Who the fuck have you, Carrie Ann, taken up for as far as a man? None, nobody. I can count women that taken up for me and talked in my behalf, and those same women that have talked in my behalf or said stuff and representing me or just talking in good faith about me. I've done the same for them. But you can't expect somebody to do something for you that you ain't willing to do for them.
Word.
It is like I said, man. Oh, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Like you said, go ahead.
Like, you came in the sector pissing black men off. And you get mad at me saying that I misinterpreted the video. No, you said what you stated. These people are smart enough to make their own assessment of what you said, which was self-explanatory. Don't blame me for identifying the bullshit that you said and get mad at me saying I changed shit around. I missed. No, I didn't. All I did was play the video and gave a review of you making an ass out of yourself.
Bruh. Man,
you know?
what did the to the sisters always say, what did them elder ladies teach you? The elder lady said, you want respect from a man, you got to give him something to respect. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, if you parade around here, now I understand, you know, we in our community, we starting to have this argument. I'm starting to see this. I'm starting to see a lot of this, the white feminist philosophies bleed itself into the sisters and got these sisters disillusioned, believing they're part of that movement. Sister, you are not a part of that movement. Do you understand? So please, I even have friends in my personal life that be trying to drop that bullshit on me, that feminist bullshit on me from them women. Now, back in 1920, when white women was out there trying to get the right to vote and wanting to wear pants and be equals and all that in 1920, they wasn't out there with you. You understand what I'm saying? They was jealous. They was jealous of you because as black women, y'all was out there working alongside your man in the community. You had more freedom than they did as white women. And they didn't like you because of that. So please don't come at us now in the new millennium talking all these white feminist bullshit ass feminist points. You know, I had a sister look at me talking about, I said something, yada, yada, yada. She gonna say, oh, that's that toxic masculinity. I said, oh, the toxic masculinity that was defending you for the last 500 years, the toxic masculinity that stood at the house, out of the household and held it down. You mean that masculinity? You understand what I'm saying? So you telling me if somebody kick out doing in a home invasion, I'm gonna tell you I can't do nothing about it because I don't want that. That's toxic masculinity, which is just another point to try to silence a brother or make you shut the hell up. You know what I mean? Bottom line. So, like I said, lady, if you carry yourself out here with a certain amount of respect and dignity, people going to respect you for that. All right. So I done heard women say, I'm trying to roll like the brothers. I'm gonna start, you know, having a sexual attitude like a man. First of all, a man that's a whoremonger is not a positive brother anyway. So why would you mimic him? You understand what I'm saying? So you're going in the wrong direction. People, you got hurt a couple times in some relationships out here. You had a couple of bad experiences, bad choices you made. And instead of, you know, getting some therapy or healing from that, you dragging that pain on and just painting this all black man with one brush. That's how a lot of sisters do, you know. And every time I come into the midst of them, try to talk some sense, you know what they know how they respond to me with? They don't want to hear the logic. they respond to me with anger. And they start saying, well, why black men this? Why black men? Like, they want to put me on trial for all black men. Sister, I ain't your enemy. I ain't did nothing to none of y'all. I give you $1,000 for every black woman that you can find and say I cheated on them or I abused them. I give you $1,000, even for just a name, because you ain't gonna find none. So that's why I resent that when they come at me with that bullshit, acting like you got to be on trial for what all black men did. Yeah, I'm starting to slip into manosphere. My bad. Hold, let me reel it in a little bit.
Hey, man, do your thing, man.
I'm slipping.
Hey.
I feel like I'm about to blend over to the manosphere. But no, seriously though. And I hear that because, let me explain. See, all of this, I understand. Yes, a woman should have dignity and she should have, she should be respected and she should be protected. No doubt about it. Now, you know what though? I argued with Ghost over this and he made a point. And Ghost, I had to agree with him. I had to really like shake his hand because he said, bro, are you saying like, he says sometimes you just can't save some people, is the way he broke that. And I was like, nah, man, I was arguing with him. Like, no, right. Ghost, you gotta jump out there. You gotta, but you know what? That brother, he makes a point though. Now that I think about it, sometimes, and even with men, y'all, like Dr. Umar said, he said, man, we might can't save everybody. We might have to leave some people behind. So yeah, there's some ratchet people out here, there's some thugs out here. Hey man, they might not be salvageable. You know what I'm saying? So
that's facts.
Yeah, most definitely gonna look out for you. But you gotta understand, sisters, if you running around here, man, you carrying yourself less than respectful, then a man can't get your back on that. And if you see a man doing it, don't be like that. That's not you. You're not a man. Don't do that. So anyway, that's where I'm coming from with that.
So I'm gonna say this, man, because after I had a discussion with you today, I had another discussion with another content creator, female content. I can't say her name. She pops in and pops out, and man, she's a person that has been on panels sporadically. Kind of pops in and pops out, and one of the things that she talked to me about was the women. This is an older woman. This is an older, it's not the Oracle, because anybody want to, think it's not the Oracle, but because she don't even have a channel. She's just a person that supports. And in our discussion, man, one of the biggest things that she talked about, Bombay, was the issue with Al and Kerry. And what she said was similar to what your grandmother said. You gotta give them something to respect. How the hell you gonna go around talking about y'all nigga dick in your mouth and I suck a dick and I'm sucking? They say I suck dick and I do this and I do that and this and that. And then when Al say, okay, well, you say the shit, so he said the shit that he said, then you want me. Now you want D Darrell, who basically tried to protect the whole sector from this motherfucker, and nobody wanted to listen. let me do a reset for all you new motherfuckers who just came and don't know shit but always talking shit. When Al first came in this sector, what did I say? What did I, for real? What did I say? We need to cancel that nigga out. Don't put him on. This nigga need to be excommunicated out. You know what they said? Nah, he got this to say. We gonna do this and we gonna do that. So I don't want to hear the shit. And you know who did it? The very people that she was fucking with, the guys that she was messing with, were the very ones that had Al on their channel. And that's facts. The very people that she mad about, that claim they ain't supporting her, those were the very ones that were pro Al making an ass out of himself just for clicks and views. So now the shit bites you on your ass. Now you want to look to the sector. No, because the niggas who are the real men, you don't like them. You don't like a Bombay. You don't like a D Darrell, who established and married and got shit, and we don't fuck around like that. No, you want to go mess with these young niggas that don't know shit. That they ain't got no foundation on nothing. That's who you like fucking around with. Carry in like young, dumb Negroes that don't stand on shit because they easy to control. And she barely can control them. Now they turning on her. So now you get what you asked for. That's the company you want to roll with. That's the outcome. Because Al know better. Al don't come fucking around in my channel. You can look in this chat right now. Half of my chat right now is Manosphere and the sector on this channel.
You know, we see a lot of that, man, even in our community, like us as black people. And I say that because it kills me. Like, you ever see, like, we talk now, we're in here, we can talk, which is family in here. Now, look, like, for instance, we get asked by white supremacists or ask us, say, why y'all don't care? Well, not white supremacists. I've heard other people say, like, a cop shoots a black man, it's thousands of us in the street turning up. You know what I'm saying? Turning up, we in the street, we protesting and rioting. And yes, I know the whole point about law enforcement should not kill black people, okay? But on the same token, we have like outrageous murder rates. We have issues within our own community. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my point here. About, like, for instance, the Al thing. For instance, the Al thing. Like, you know, we will allow ourselves to be infiltrated. You know, we'll allow people to come in, do what they want, run rampant, or what have you. You know, but then the minute they cross a boundary, we want to be outraged by it. You know, like, for instance, in this sector, a lady, if a man says something to you that you would deem, that most people would deem disrespectful, but then a white man can't do it. I'm not understanding. I'm not seeing the difference. I mean, you're a lady all the way around, white or black. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's the part that I'm not getting, the selective outrage. You understand what I'm saying? So,
and I don't understand what they talking about in regards to black people not outraged. I can remember people marching about the crime, people going to see all of the complaints. Matter of fact, unfortunately, the 94 crime bill was a reaction to black on black crime. That was the 94. People don't understand the 94 crime bill was a complaint from the black community telling the federal government that they had. Now, we didn't think they was going to do it in the manner in which they did it, because you got to understand the 94 crime bill was due to the crack. It was a response to the crack era, the height of the crack era. And so people were like, we got to get these people off the streets, 3 strikes and you out, RICO laws and all the other different shit. So the black community is not numb to black on black crime. It's not. Tell that to the mothers and sisters and brothers and fathers that got to go to the funerals of these people that been victimized. Tell that to them about the black community being numb to murders. Tell that to them and see the response you get. The bottom line is that the difference between when a black person kill a black person and a white person do it is that damn near when a black person kill a black person, they get prosecuted. When a white person do it, sometimes they get off, like Rittenhouse. That's the fucking difference. That's why we're in an uproar. Because when a black person kill a black person, they going to jail. They're going to jail. If they're found out, they're going to jail. A white person kill a black person on camera, it takes 30 days to get arrested. The hell y'all talking about? What's the difference? I'm perplexed at some of this shit these people say. You know, I'm like, this shit is quite evident. It's clear as day to see that when law enforcement or white people kill black people, the whole case is looked upon differently. It's more sensationalized. And the fact of dealing with different race makes it more complex, allegedly. Because oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Because I'm sorry, go ahead.
Because this country doesn't value black life. And white people have always had a history of killing black people and getting away with it. That's the facts.
Exactly. It's up to us. Like, I saw a group of brothers. I think they were in Detroit, and these brothers was all in one neighborhood, and they do a 24-hour patrol. They set it up because they said they want the women and children to be safe, because, you know, a ton of black women are disappearing. They're coming up missing. They're getting taken. So
Right.
that was their way of standing up and combating the problem. And that's what we all need to do. You know what I'm saying? So my whole point is like we cry, if somebody do something to us, but then like we have to, also take a stance. In my city, man, they killing girls over here like left and right. Like it used to be, girls was off limits, but man, it's off the hook, over here with what's going on.
It
you know
is,
what I'm saying?
man. It's a shame, man. And the thing about it is the issue is that the lack of fathers in the home, man. These girls would not be dealing with the type of men that they're dealing with. They would be dating the kind of boys they're dealing with if they have fathers that are protected. And to me, that's a symptom of that. I mean, a father makes a hell of a difference, man. And the thing about it, these young impressionable girls are getting in these situations where they're dealing with people that don't mean them no good.
Yep.
And these guys today don't care, man. These guys kill anybody, man. Man, woman, child. It's ridiculous.
So the the church folks, I see that caused a bit of an uproar.
Man, we can talk about the church. I want to, because I'm going live later on tonight. I'm gonna be on for maybe another 30, 40, 45 minutes, an hour. This, like I told you, this channel is partially for the sector, but it's also for other sectors that know me, that I'm in. They in here deep today, surprisingly. I wasn't expecting that, but I'm glad they're here. But the church sector chilling right now. Binary trying to get in on it too. He trying to interview one of the ladies that come on my channel all the time. I'm right now, I'm trying to get some interviews of the Daryl Moore people. I've already talked to the people from the Larry Reed side of it. So that's kind of what I'm working on. But tonight, let me see your transcript. I ain't gonna like what I'm gonna do tonight, but I'm gonna outline documents from the the lawsuit. Yes, I got the documents. Last night I kind of gave a summary of how much Reed has spent. This brother spent almost $170,000. This is not this ain't no bullshit, Tiny Archibald bullshit. No, this see, that's why these niggas scared of the church sector. Because the church sector got people that got money to do the shit that Larry Reed doing.
Hell, you got people over here in this sector shook by people that don't have no money. I got you got dudes on the panel. They can't curse no more. They can't say nothing no more. Like, I mean, god damn. There's certain names in this sector you can't mention. You know what I mean? Like the homegirl. I call her Bright Eyes. You can't say her name, boy. I don't know what she done did. I don't know what kind of juice she got.
Well, man, the reason why, I was cool with her, and to be honest, I went under the bus and caught criticism about CB. But see, what I was trying to do, I was telling CB stuff especially when it came to Ghost. I ain't really give a damn how everybody else. The only person I cared about as it related to CB was Ghost, or anybody in the good guys on this end. Everybody else, I don't give a damn what she did, because a lot of shit was actually good. So I was telling CB not to do the shit to Ghost offline, because me and her talk all the time. Matter of fact, I had talked to her more than anybody, because she would call me all the time, mad about this, pissed off about this. She the one that actually linked me with the first time I talked to Ghost offline was through Captain Brown. They were cool as fuck at one time. I'm talking about they were like this, man, and I don't know what happened. And so the shit with Dunn messed up everything. I'm sorry that had to happen, but Catherine Brown, a lot of people think Shy Kamara did all that damage. Shy Kim ain't do all that shit. The person that was responsible for Anti-Afro channel getting shut down was Catherine Brown. And I know it for a fact.
Wow.
Because matter of fact, Catherine Brown showed me all of the shit that she did, that the work that she put into it. Catherine Brown was the reason why I didn't really fuck with Scarlett like that. This is when I first got introduced to Scarlett. Catherine Brown didn't want me fucking with Scarlett. And so forth. I trusted her because I saw the stuff she was doing. When Catherine Brown got, before Anti-Afro channel got shut down, Catherine Brown forced Google or YouTube to take off. I think Anti-Afro did 115 videos with my name on it. Catherine Brown got those videos scrubbed. So I can't. So that's what I was telling them, man. Look, I got to keep this chick around. I can't just let her go when she didn't put in that kind of work that I couldn't even do for myself. So I was telling her, look, Catherine, I appreciate everything, but look, that shit with you and Ghost, look, you go your way, fuck done. Everybody say, whatever. Don't come on saying no shit. Don't go in his chat. Look, you can come to my, and then, but see what was pissing me off, man, I lost a bunch of subscribers on the count of Catherine Brown and support. And the reason why I did is because I'm like, look, I understand that, but I'm not about to, I'll make a decision how I'm gonna run my channel. One night they was over there arguing on Ghost channel, right?
I remember that.
They came on my channel and brought all that shit to my channel. And people was getting pissed off and mad. You had people emailing me. And the main ones who was emailing me was the ones that supported me financially. And it was like 5 of them. And all five of them left the channel behind Catherine Brown. They unsubscribed. The money I gave back, money. One of them, she asked for her money back. I gave her money back.
That was,
you know what I'm saying?
That was the golden era of the sector. I remember that very day it happened. It was lady, what was her name? Miss H something with the glasses. It was it was a couple of them.
There's another chick named Moonlit with. It was
Moonlit, yep.
Verla was one of them. What's another chick too? It was like 5 of them, man. They was hot. They was mad at Captain Brown. They were saying I should have did this, I should have did that. Everybody wanted to tell me what to do. Matter of fact, LB was cool too. Now, LB wasn't part of that, but she was mad about some other stuff soon after. But it was a bunch of them, man. They was mad as hell about Catherine Brown. But I stuck to my guns on that because I know what Catherine Brown was doing behind the scenes. But the problem with Catherine Brown should have just stayed her ass in the clouds, or she couldn't stay quiet in the chat, man. She would just say shit that would trigger people. Before you know it, they telling me I should block this person, do this. She'd get on the panel yelling and screaming at Ghost and them. I'm like, oh shit, But it happened the way it happened, man. I can't look. You're right. That the golden era of the sector was around from December, probably around March or April. That was the golden era. What do you think?
Definitely. Matter of fact, during that time, I talked to CB a couple times on some business stuff, but then COVID hit heavy. So that kind of got derailed, But definitely that was that was the golden era, and that's what I used to talk about. And I think that's what I started to rub people the wrong way, because I kept talking about, hey, remember how it used to be? It was like the chat was. I remember being in your room and your chat would be moving so fast with people having different conversations about the topics, side chats, side conversations. It was always live. It was so much stuff going on. Like it was
lot,
crazy.
Man,
and everybody wanted to come.
Man, that lawsuit shit was the topic of conversation every day. Man, it was so much stuff going on, man. It was the sector was hot. I was going live almost every day at that time. I was not, I don't nearly go as live as much as I used to. It was lit, man. It was a bunch. We had a lot of people that's not here anymore. Actually, the sector got smaller.
Yeah.
It's smaller now than it was back then.
and then you would have an AFW on the panel. You know, you would let
Yeah.
them, and that was the thing too. Like you could never go on their side and have any comment. If you go in their room and sneeze, they would just block you and kick you out. But you would let them come up on the panel and ask those
Yeah.
circular questions about Umar. We would all laugh and
All the
laugh at him
time.
and stuff. But then there was a shift. Go ahead.
I said I didn't care, man. I wanted to have the point to debunk what they was talking about. I needed those opportunities. So
Yeah.
I would let them come up. It didn't matter to me because I had my information.
And they would never be open to reciprocate. And then what happened is we ended up in it was a bit of a power struggle because once their emails came out and it was some infighting on their side, then all of a sudden it started to crumble. And then a vortex opened and a lot of them came this direction. As a matter of fact, you look around now, you see them on this side of the sector trying to be key players in the chats now, acting like just 6 months ago, Lennon Dick wasn't in your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now you over here talking shit and trying to start shit. But see, I remember, I know where you came from. I know who you are. We can see you. You understand what I'm saying? We saw it was like roaches with the light on and shit. Everybody head this way. You know what I'm saying? So, but and to me, I said this. I said I think that's what messed the sector up. You know, because when you had the polarities, you had the yin and the yang. You had AFW one side, then you had the other side. It wasn't really good guys. It was good guys on this side with a bunch of other players that was on this side of the coin, and that's what kept things lively. Like we did the roast thing, the music, you be pot shots back and forth, and then it started to escalate where it became personal, start talking, it turning into lawsuits, doxing,
all kind of shit.
People being exposed. It was like people's emotions was getting too hurt, like on the lines of, damn, Umar isn't failing, and on top of that, I got D. Durrell. He's putting out the information and he's making me feel worse. So I got to turn up and go shut his business down, which is basically what it turned into. Because remember when Umar was first starting to collect, everybody was like, he's not a real doctor. Remember that? And then he was like, okay, 15,000 people called the university. Okay, he's a doctor, but he's not going to collect any money. Then he collected the money. Then it was like, no, he's not going to get the school. Watch, he's scamming. So their content continued on, and then they kept moving the goal line. Then he bought the building, and then it was like, oh, but it's not going to open. Else. Yeah, and so whenever you would like point out and say, hey, he's doing this, or he hit another milestone, they would get even more angry. This to the point where, well, I got to silence D. Durrell. I got to shut down his business. I got to ruin his license. I got to make sure his kids can't eat or go to college because I'm hurt because I don't support someone that he supports. And to me, that logic ain't make no sense. Why can't you have a healthy debate?
And none of that shit worked. none of it worked. None of it worked. And I'm like, dude.
Go ahead.
I did what?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was saying none of that shit that they did worked. I'm still here. I'm still doing my thing. My business was not affected by that bullshit that they tried to do. And my thing is like last night, man. This was what got me, man. Okay. I don't know if you was in for this part on Slander God channel. Did you see the part when Nappy Yankee got up there?
Yeah, I saw that.
Now, who talks about Umar Johnson in the school right now? Like really? Who really talks about that right now?
The first time I heard it was last night in about 8 months. It's not relevant anymore. But that's what certain people built their whole platform and history on, is I don't like Umar Johnson. So once you take that away, like I prayed for the school to open for one simple fact. I wanted to see what they were all gonna do. Like I prayed, I was like, man, please let Magic Johnson or somebody get this man like 150 million so he can open this school and knock it out the park so I could just watch heads explode, because I'm sadistic in that way. I wanted to see that happen for that very reason. So now that Umar is not really relevant anymore, I hear some scuttle about HVAC. Now, what Lennon's talking about who now? Who's Lennon talking about now? Brother Polite. Like he's switching it up. He got
Polite and young Pharaoh.
Yeah, so they gotta switch it up. They gotta do something else now. Once the school open, what you gonna do?
They say shit. Now my thing is that open. Now they talking about the HVAC. Nappy Yankee got up there, and I'm like, Nappy Yankee, D-Darrell, how come I'm not saying no pro Umar videos from you? You brother, you know the school is not. I'm like,
I made
dude,
you
don't you know?
co-sale.
I'm telling Nappy Yankee, brother, nobody. It's not that people don't care about Umar content. Don't get you views in this sector anymore. I hate for you to understand that. I mean, I could do a Umar video and get a whole bunch of views and people coming in here trolling me. That's all I'm gonna get. But my true subscribers and true supporters, they not coming to me to watch me talk about Umar. What I'm gonna get is a whole bunch of Lenin Honor Spengali haters coming in here trolling. I'm beyond that. Like, I did that shit back in 19 when I was trying to build my channel. I'm way past that. Back then, it made sense for me to do it because I was trying to build the platform. I needed the content to go against them to make the be interesting. I don't need to do that now. I'm established. Shit, I'm the content for other people now. What the hell I look like using that for content? I'm the content for other people.
That's the new thing. This video is going to be chopped and screwed.
Oh, I know it will.
No real content. On my Dr. Bombay channel, Shakim showed a video from that channel. I think it was called Black Agents. It's called Black Agents. And I think for about 15 to 30 seconds, I mentioned Dr. Umar. As soon as he showed the video, the next day, I saw Nappy Yankee had like 4 or 5 paragraphs in a comment.
About one.
And you disillusioned. I can't believe you. I can't. And I'm just like, bruh. I made one statement, and it was just like, and I said, man, y'all feel very passionate about that man failing in his mission. Now I'm gonna tell you something. It's not about being pro Umar. I'm pro black person. I'm pro black people. If any of you come up with an idea of something that you can do to improve our community, I'm behind you 100%. I don't care if you didn't graduate. I don't care if you bought the wrong kind of building and the money got messed up. I mean, let's be for real. Marcus Garvey bought all them boats and he paid like 5 times what they was worth because he didn't know. So he got scammed. So I'm not mad at you. But I love Marcus Garvey for what he tried to do. I know the government came in and broke up his movement, deported him. We all know the government ain't celebrating our success. I mean, look around. In this country, we had not just Rosewood. Everybody's talking about Black Wall Street. There's Syracuse, New York. There's Central Park, New York.
Durham, North Carolina. Durham,
North Carolina. Yep. And I heard I love when you and Flacco get into those late night conversations and you start saying Flacco will say, well, black people, why didn't they just do this? And you always say, Flacco, but we did, Flacco. Like, for instance, Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street. That was the only time that the U.S. Army ever dropped bombs on its own soil. Yep. It was because of some black people in the town. So, like I said, man, it's. But see, here's the thing: we've been beaten up so bad that we don't need them to drop bombs anymore. We don't, because why? Black people will be their own undoing. You'll come out against your own kind and tear each other down. They don't need. You've been programmed. They don't need to do anything. They ain't got to drop one bomb. You already dropping it. Bottom line. So, like I said, go ahead.
The other person I was talking to was like, they was happy to hear me. They didn't know I knew so much information about stuff like that. I said, yeah, man. I said, you got to understand. I said, a lot of y'all remember now. You was there for my early when I did the Umar stuff at the beginning. But they didn't understand. Remember when I had Didi and Israel Bound? We talked about some pro-black. We talked about some real topics, political stuff. We talked about historical stuff. Now, yeah, we did the Umar stuff on Thursdays. But once I had my own little crew, when I had Deity, Israel Bound, Cher Cruz, and so forth, drama used to pop in. You was there in the chat. Other people used to come in. I remember brother, what was his name that had that Real G used to come in there every now and then.
Real G's TV.
Yeah, man. We was talking about real shit. We was talking about like real topics about our community. We did that every night I went live. We wasn't just talking about like the stuff we doing. Like my channel now is to me a shadow of what I was doing content wise. Now the production may be better now, but the topics to me were way more thought provoking back then. For my, because we talked about more stuff about now. I gotta talk about the sector because that's all they want. You know, they want to hear you talk about people in the sector.
Yeah,
and we're past the Umar stuff. So
that's the whole thing. Drop names, so the other people can drop names and they can respond, and then you got to respond to their response, and then they're going to respond to your response to you responding, and it's just going to go in a circle until somebody slips up and makes a mistake, and then they become the content, you know, for the week. So that's what we've been reduced to. We're just breaking down each other's, you know, stuff daily. I understand why you took this video and did that, you know, but your whole platform is not that. It's I'm D the Rock, I got something on my mind. I got Sectors TV. This is what's happening in the sector. So I go there to get my sector news. You understand what I'm saying? I go to Life Solutions if I want to see people from different sectors that pop up I might have something in common with. So I be sitting in the clouds. A lot of times some of the characters I can't follow because I don't know the stories from those sectors. I can't join in. But then, you know, I'll sit and watch and say, maybe I can figure out some of these names and maybe they'll talk about something that's more general. Where is what's her name? Too hot to handle, too cold to hold.
Well, she don't really know about this channel. See, they think my ex. All they know me from is the Sectors TV. They think that's my main. That's not. I said this is actually the main channel. I'm trying to not make this. I want this to be just a channel I fall back on, but I really want D Darrell Life Solutions to be its own main channel and the Sectors TV to be its own main channel, and this to just be a fallback channel. But they're not going to follow this channel. Matter of fact, I'm going to advertise to them to support this channel because they don't really know about the Rebirth channel. They don't really know about it, so that's why they're not in here right now. You know, so
you know what I like about them. I appreciate it. Last night when she said to you, she said they was asking about you not soliciting in but merging into the church sector, and Too Hot said, well, Darrell, they're kind of they're side eyeing you a little bit, like they looking at you like, what's your motive? And that's how they should do. That's what they should do. But see, here, we let a person with no name, no face, just first day in the sector jump up on a panel and start talking shit, shutting people. You don't know who that person is. See, over there, you can't go to church sector. They're gonna say, who are you? Where you from? Why you here? Where you going? How long you gonna be there? What reason you got to be in the Bronx? Why did you just come across the bridge 30 minutes later after you arrived to the city? You know, they're gonna vet you. They're gonna vet you properly. And then when you're deemed worthy, go ahead.
These Negroes let Carrie Ann go up there and talk stupid. They let Al come up there and talk stupid. And everybody else, they just let people come up and say, like, remember that dude that went on Slander Channel that's trying to be an AFW? He want to debate me right now. Whatever the hell is, whatever. Follow the rules.
He's funny though. He's funny. I give it to him. He's witty. He's clever. You know, but he's not fooling anybody.
Yeah,
he's definitely not fooling anybody. But he's clever though. I mean, I enjoyed the commentary. I was like, look at this dude. He's boxing with him. You know. So
yeah,
I want to see more of him. Yeah, but he's definitely undercover. But hey, he shakes it up a bit. What do you want to debate you for?
To get known. Whatever. You just said that in your commentary.
Oh, I thought he wasn't. He's not known on that side over there somewhere.
No, man. He's trying to get in. That's why he was like, what? And that's how I knew.
That remind me of somebody I know.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, D Darrell. When I did a video about him on Sectors TV, he was like, well, D Darrell, let's debate about it. He was very, very enthused. He was very, very forthcoming about, you know, let's do a debate. Let's do a debate. I was like, no, why would I debate you? I'm tired of making people names. I'm tired of debating you to interact with me. Now you're a household name in the sector. Hell no. You know, I'm tired of, like, how many people tried to eat off my name? I'm tired of people eating off my name.
You used to tell them you got to get 1,000 subscribers. So you said get 1,000 subs.
Yeah, man, y'all need to start showing some shit before I interact with y'all like that.
But see, I've seen that. Go ahead.
Like, they got mad at me for not debating Drama. I say, Drama ain't even got a channel. Why am I debating? I mean, we cool and everything, but he ain't got a channel. Why am I debating Drama?
Yeah, that makes no sense. But I've seen that before where people come into the sector and they get up, they come on panels and start asking a bunch of circular questions, speaking in soft tones. And then it's an agenda behind the scenes the whole time.
The
You know,
whole time.
and then they bust out, then all of a sudden it's like they come off controversial. You can't see where they're coming from. You don't know if they are AFW, they straddle in the fence, and then they come in and build a little following. You see, the thing is with this, they don't even have to do all that with this sector. Just come in, jump up on a panel, start talking shit to some of the major players, and then guess what? You open your channel and 50 people will be sitting there watching you. If nobody else is live, they'll definitely come over like sheep and watch you. So you ain't got to sneak in and creep in and tiptoe around with these circular questions and all that stuff. You know, man. So just come in with guns blazing. That's the thing.
I'm like, man, me debating you, I don't get nothing out of it. Let me give you an example. That first little interaction that me and Carrie Ann got, right? Carrie Ann got over 70 to 80 subscribers just from going at it against me. Overnight, you know what? She had about 5 or 6 subscribers. Debate me, you get an extra 80. But everybody want to tell me I'm supposed to be. I'm like, are you serious? I basically propelled your channel. You should be lucky we had that little one-on-one because your channel wouldn't have the subscribers it have now. And I'm like, I'm tired of making these niggas. They niggas need to start making themselves. And that's why I did my video. I did a video I posted before I went live. I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and take the advice, man. I'm not going to even debate Shaquem no more because right now, I'm the only one keeping his channel alive right now. So I'm going to chill out on talking about him.
Yeah, that'll cool some things down.
Because I'm like, what's the use of me debating him, man? We all know, like I told him, I said, Shaquem, I tell you what, I'll do topics on my Rebirth channel that are non-related to the sector. And I want you to do comedic science and watch who get the most views. I can do whatever topics I want. And I guarantee you, I will have 50 times as many viewers as you. I guarantee it. But he won't do it because he know ain't nobody watching that shit. Nobody watching that shit.
That's matter of fact, I was Cher Whitty. You know, it's funny. I was saying something in the room about supporting channels, and she made a comment. She said, I click on your video, I let it play all the way through, regardless. You know, and she comments on a lot of the videos. She's a very great supporter, and that's how you should be. Like in the sector, you should, if you go to somebody's channel, you know, hit the thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment, watch the whole video. You know, I said that, but DJ Drama said, but that's kind of like a fake support. That's not really. No, it wasn't Drama. I'm sorry. I think it was one of the other dude, not Drama. It was somebody else. He said that's not really real support. I said, yeah, but if a person like Shaquem who's moving to be monetized, that would help him out with watch hours. You know, just let it play. Put it in the incognito window. Let it play, or another tab. You know, even if you don't watch it. And I know they said, well, if they're not watching, then you're not engaged. Yeah, I understand all of that, but it helps if he goes through all of the trouble to put together an educational piece, then support it. Everything can't be fuckery. Everything can't be just drama, you know, up here throughout the sector. That's why I said if it's all, and I think you predicted it. You said, look, it's going to fall if it's all one way. You understand what I'm saying? So
it is.
Y'all got to balance it out. It is a lot of talent in the sector. It's a lot of intelligent people, you know, but unfortunately, intelligent people don't want to show their intelligent side. They want to stay in the mix, in the drama constantly. And I'm like, bruh, you got to mix it up. That's why I understand you got a whole nother channel, Sectors TV, just for that purpose. You're like, man, I want to keep certain things. I want to have this to be universal here. This channel is for this, and so, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I want to separate things. Things can be just departmentalized. You'll know one channel for one thing. You'll know another channel for another. And then whatever suits you for that day, you can make a choice of what you want. You know, and then the thing about it, I want to grow a channel organically that's not associated with this. So that's why I separated everything. I think that's the best course for me. For somebody else, I told Shakim, you should do the same thing. Create another channel that's for the pro-black sector that likes comedic content, and you have a whole different. Like right now, the way I'm perceived in the church sector is totally different than the way I'm perceived in this sector. You know, they're perceiving me totally different. You know, so so I'm going to function whatever way I can in that sector. I already got supporters. I got several supporters from Conscious TV. People that support Conscious TV, they're supporting me right now. My goal now is trying to get Daryl Moore people. That's what I'm trying to, get in contact with. Once I get some of Daryl Moore people that I can interact with and so forth, and Daryl Moore shared my video. So I looked at a live stream yesterday. We did he didn't bring up the stuff. I noticed right now they really don't want to talk about this sector unless it's about, if they want to talk about, let me see a transcript. They want to talk about, let me see a transcript as it relates to that sector, not our sector. That's kind of what, so I'm going to have to, when I'm there, kind of change my message as it relates to her and only focus on what she's, and it's hard for me to do because she did so much shit in this sector, but I have to change it up to fit what they know about her, not what we know about her. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at now, in a tug of war between navigating that information different. What's up, Tiff? What's up, Queen?
Hey D, how are you? Hey TMK.
I'm good, Queen. What's up, baby?
Good video earlier, by the way, Bombay. D, Dag, I had something to ask you, and I'm always late, but I'll come back to that. But and when you're talking about like getting in contact with people like from other sectors, maybe I'm tripping, but I never noticed before. But I thought most folks with channels, they had their emails in them. Like you could go to where is it?
If you go, like some of them don't, but what you can do is let me see. When you go to their channel and you check on the icon, it's if you check on the about icon, they may have their contact information listed.
Okay, but it's an option. Like not all of them.
Yeah, okay. All of them don't do it. Most of them do, but some don't.
Okay. I was wondering about that. And I'm always late, especially just the past couple of weeks. But I missed it. Like this whole thing that's going on. I get that Al said something offensive, but I'm assuming it happened like a few days ago.
Bombay no more. I didn't hear him say what he said. I mean,
I didn't hear it either. I just heard. Well, they just said he said something.
Yeah. What I heard from, and this is a very, very I would say credible source, because she's in the sector, but she don't really be fucking around with people like that. She told me today offline that she's kind of like looking at Carrie Ann sideways, because Carrie Ann was saying bullshit about sucking dick and all this kind of stuff. So she said that Al told her something about open your tonsils or open your throat or something about your. Yeah, Al
deep
told
throat.
her some shit
he said
about
deep
her.
Throat.
Yeah, deep throat. He told her something like deep throat. And then the lady told me, well, when you go around on panel to panel talking about you want to suck photo and dick and suck this person dick, or I sucking the dick for this person that, what you, a Negro, I mean, well, I can't call Al a Negro, but a person like Al would take that shit and run with it.
And on what panel did this happen? Like whose platform?
I think it was either Poison Radio. I think it was Poison Radio. I may be wrong. I don't know. I don't know who actually.
That sounds about right.
I think it was Poison Radio.
Do you know how many men were on? Like who was on the panel when it happened?
Poison was supposed to be the man.
But okay, so why is Binary getting heat? Was he on the panel when it happened?
Binary is getting heat because shit. Because that's a couple of things about Binary.
because
Go ahead,
he
go ahead.
allowed Al onto his panel, and after what Al did to a soul sister, so he was chastised for that.
Black Abe said that it was on Binary Channel where it happened.
Oh, it was. Okay.
I didn't know it was on Binary Channel. That's what he's saying. He said it was Binary Channel.
Okay,
It was
well that
binary.
makes sense.
Well,
Okay, and
okay.
so people are upset that Binary didn't check him in that moment.
Yes.
And allowed him
now
to
they
continue to exist.
Yes. And so they
Okay.
wanted to bring up, see that what came up about, I support you, you do this, I did this, and I did that. Nigga, you need to do this and do that because of this. But my thing is this: you carry yourself a certain way, you say dumb shit. Okay. My thing was this: Carrie Ann, she's supposed to be liberated. You don't need no black man. We don't know how to do shit. Right? Isn't that the words of poetic Carrie Ann? Black men ain't safe.
Not fit to lead
I
the
could
community.
never. Yeah, I'm leaving this bitch. You know, fuck black men. I mean, wait, I'm in silence right now. Can I get an amen? Shit.
No, I wish I could have. Well, not that I wish, but it's just like I didn't hear or see the exchange. Yeah, and so like, did she check him in the moment? Did Carrie?
Nikki went on Binary Channel afterwards and checked him about some stuff on another show.
That's what I saw.
Yeah, Nikki wasn't there when that happened. But see, let me tell you. See, this is the hypocrisy, and I know if Nikki watching or whatever, this is the damn truth, and I don't care if she may have some issues with somebody else. The only reason why Nikki checked Binary because it was somebody that she liked. If that would have been I don't know, somebody else that is not necessarily cool with her, this would have not been an issue. And I hate to say it, but that's how I feel. And my observation of this sector shows me people hold other people accountable for people that they like. They don't care less for somebody they don't give a fuck about. You won't hear shit from their mouth unless it's somebody that they like or care for. That's just me. I ain't saying it's fair or unfair. If you can say, well, that ain't true, but that's the way their behavior has shown me. Because number one, I told y'all asses to cancel Al 8 months ago. And you know what y'all did? Y'all flipped the finger at my ass. So fuck it. Y'all got what y'all wanted. I told
I get what you're saying. And we're all, I can't say we're all, but I know I'm definitely biased. So I get that.
Right.
So I get that part of it. But it seems like it's a multi-layered question for me, because a couple of things I wanted to hear discussed, like from Binary standpoint, is, and also the content creators, what I definitely picked up on that stood out to me was that you owe me. So that kind of seems to be a theme going on. Like, is that, is that what that is? Like, is that the expectation? If you're financially supporting a content creator, and so that was my other question. And my third question was, like, I'll use you for an example. Of course, I don't agree with all of your content and all that and whatever, but there's also a way to communicate with someone.
Right.
So that kind of threw me off a bit as well. But you can't tell somebody how to respond and, and when to respond.
Binary was pissed off, but he was quiet as fuck. And he was like, I got shit going on in my mind, but I'm not going to say nothing. He was mad at her. He didn't want to show how mad he really was. He let her talk. Look, I'm not telling her she don't have a right to. That's her opinion. If that's how she feel about it, that's on her. But to me, I don't know the context of their relationship, because obviously it sounds like they talk offline, or they.
That's what it is for me too. Like, I don't know but it does seem like they're like this could have been a conversation.
Yeah, offline.
That took place offline. Yeah. Or not. I mean,
it's up to them. But see, my thing was that, see, Binary put himself in that position, fucking with Al. I told them niggas to quit fucking with Al. Now they want to put him up there to get giggles and shit like that. and the laugh, and then he say some shit. Now you held responsible, or they're making you be held responsible for some shit that really wasn't your fault. You know?
Yeah.
But
I'd have to hear it. I would have to hear the exchange because like I said, and I agree with you, Al's been problematic, even from his
yeah,
introduction in the sector, and how he was, derogatorily describing Tiffany Griffin's looks. That was
exactly.
way out of pocket. In
I
the
told
door.
the guy was disrespectful to black women from the jump. And y'all niggas, when I said shit, Al this and D Darrell, what they wanted was a spectacle. They wanted some theatrical shit with me debating Al or me going at Al, which I didn't even. I basically banned him from my channel, and I was done with him. Wash my hands with him. Y'all niggas decided to put him on the Al and pausing radio and this and that and listen to him make an ass out of himself and shit like that. They decided to do that shit, you know. So now,
hopefully Carrie responded and checked them and didn't. Yeah, because I didn't hear none of it.
Well,
so hopefully, she was able to respond.
What Carrie did was Carrie got mad and blamed black men, and she, in her misandrous ways, made it about gender when it's not about gender. No, it's about your ass and Al and the host. It ain't got shit to do with us. As a whole, as a majority. That was between you, Binary, and Al. Facts. Ain't got shit to do with slander. Ain't got shit to do with Mike Powell or whoever else got a channel. Dean Photon or nobody else. That's between y'all three because y'all were on the goddamn panel when it happened. Don't come here talking about they made this shit about gender, about black men not protecting the women protect the men more than I don't need any woman's protection. And nowhere, whether I'm on YouTube or on real life, I don't need a woman's protection for shit. I provide the protection. I don't need nobody protection. You chose to fuck with niggas that really you thought was cool with you that wasn't. That's on you. You the one was fucking with niggas that you thought was cool. And some of these niggas personalities and so forth was already suspect. But D Darrell, you criminal justice shaming, if that's such a term.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, you criminal record shaming and all this other shit. The fuck out of here with that. So you get what you get. And the thing about it, this is what pissed me off, Tiffany. It's like I told these people this shit months ago was what's gonna happen with these people. But when I tell them, D Darrell, you just hate me. You think because you the godfather, No, I'm telling you this because this is what I feel. This is what I think is the truth. And then when the shit happened, I didn't know he was like that, and y'all should have did this. And you see, this is how black men don't. No. A black man told y'all to quit fucking with him. Y'all chose to do what y'all wanted to do. So now the actual outcome is on you. You're gonna take responsibility for not taking heed. That's the perspective I'm taking. So don't come here about what black men ain't doing because you chose not to listen. That's on y'all. The same thing with Muslim. I told y'all to quit fucking with Muslim. The first time Muslim said nigga, I said, this nigga need to be out of here. What did they do? Niggas put him back on the panel to say nigga 5 more fucking times. The fuck out of here, man. These some dumb motherfuckers. I hate to say, these some dumb ass, slow ass Negroes in this sector. I told y'all to quit fucking with Muslim. Do you see Muslim come? Man, Muslim sent me some money yesterday. I don't give a damn. I care less. I cannot be bought. I don't give a damn. Muslim give me $1 million. My stance will not change.
Well, Al seems to have disappeared since this event. So.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Well.
He'll be back. I mean, Al will be back, and they're gonna let him on a panel to say some old dumb shit, and then they're gonna be arguing about the dumb shit that Al said again.
Huh.
I mean, I don't know what to say, but
it's just like,
that's been indicative of his behavior the whole time he's been in this sector. What has Al done to enhance anybody's panel or show? Shit. But get giving a laugh of him.
I do think it's sometimes good content because he lacks social clues. he's so odd. Like it's almost as if something's missing there.
Yeah,
So
something
it's
is missing.
yeah. So it's like content in and of itself that he
To
keeps
laugh.
showing up in spaces where he's clearly not wanted. He's clowned the entire time. You know,
Yeah, and so you all are basically
it's like a
trading off.
sideshow.
You're trading off a sideshow for this Negro to disrespect black people. That's what he's
Yeah.
doing. So that's what y'all. The shit ain't happening over here. Now it could go happen to somebody else's platform, but that's what they want. I don't got time for Al, you know, because the niggas are trying to lie and talking about he have this and that. This guy is Hawaiian. Everything about his background is Hawaiian. Everything.
Yeah.
So let's
I
not.
hate that happen. I do hate that happen.
Me too. Y'all know I don't like Carrie Ann, but I don't want Carrie Ann being disrespected like that. But when you go around talking about you sucking everybody dick and shit, what the fuck you know what you want a nigga like Al? What are you supposed to say?
Is she good? Okay. Are you over exaggerating though? I don't hear Carrie going around talking about.
Are you serious? Have you watched her channel? Are you know how many times she has said that? Her and Nikki both say it. They say I'm sucking dick. Oh yeah, they said I'm sucking so and so dick. Oh, this nigga sucking this dick. They have and hey, y'all grown ass women. You ain't gonna get no. I can't tell no grown woman how to speak, and I will not tell a grown woman how to speak. But the way you carry yourself, you are going to open yourself up to certain interaction. Now, I understand the manner in which they said it was all in fun, and they didn't mean it in that way, and so forth. They said in a jokingly manner. They didn't mean it in the literal sense. But we all know Al slow. Al don't understand that. Al think they literally mean that shit. So he asked her about her having a deep throat.
So that's literally what he said. He asked her if she had a deep throat.
Something on those lines, yeah. It definitely he said deep. He said something about you. Do you have a deep throat or can you deep throat? I think he said, can you deep throat? That's what he said. Something on those lines, yes.
Well, hell, can his mama deep throat? I mean, let's have a conversation. I mean, I wonder if she asked. Hell.
Well,
I mean, you know.
But
anyway, fuck him. He is such a he is so irrelevant and just.
But see, the thing about it is, she took it upon herself to go cry on other people's panels, and the fact that I don't agree with this because Stargate took up for Al, which I don't understand why the fuck she did that. And that's how the shit intensified because you already know Stargate and Carrie Ann got their issues, okay? So Stargate took Al's position about, why bring up about his race and this and that and different things about, Al and this and why people picking on Al. I like Al because Al go on Stargate panel, okay? So she took up for him, and I guess she probably found it as a way of throwing some shots at Carrie Ann. And then that only made Carrie Ann more mad about shit. But my thing is don't come looking at black men to save you for some shit that you put yourself in. No, you don't need us. We ain't shit. Remember that? So we're gonna treat that accordingly.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, she liberated. She said, I'm liberated. I'm a liberated black woman. We can do it and say okay, that's fine. The fuck you mean? Liberated the fuck in the worst way? There's a lot of positive.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's just one of them things. Just like I think you referred to it when Smoke was on. I think it was Ghost panel, and he nigga this, nigga that. This nigga ain't got shit. This nigga, talking about Smoke, and you talking this shit to another black man about it. But I guess so.
Right?
It's just
exactly.
It's unfortunate. So
I'm like, man, this motherfucker need to be out of here. Y'all need to leave this nigga alone. Quit fucking with Muslim. He ain't coming back on my shit. I don't want to hear this shit about on the East Coast. We let people say this and that. It ain't no big deal.
That's unacceptable. Oh, he dropped himself off. So TMK, I saw your video earlier. So is that issue we're talking about? Was that the motivation or the inspiration for because it was a good video, just the general message?
Thanks. No, it was a calm. I'm trying to say the word culmination. Never mind. It was just several things in general. You know, it was just like my observations for the last couple of weeks. Some of the experiences I had on the panel last night. You know, it was like some of the things that were said. Y'all got to look at Eyes Antonia's show. You know, that was a good one. Binary was reviewing that one earlier, but you got to look at that. That don't answer all the questions. And for instance, you said,
but it started on Slander Channel last night when she went at you about some comments you made.
Yeah, that was, and then it, you know, because it came down on Eyes panel, it went into you know, you don't care about black women or something like that. I'm paraphrasing because I have a terrible memory, short-term memory, but and I just felt like I said, I went on a panel and tried to talk about it. And I said, you know what? Let me just talk about what I really feel, you know, my real position on this, you know, what has been and has not changed and what I think about it. So that's what kind of spawned that. Oh, and then just fun fact, Nikki did clear up on that panel. She says she doesn't talk to, if y'all watch, she'll tell you she doesn't talk to Binary offline per se, because she said Instagram doesn't count as offline. People think like if I talk to Dieterell on Facebook, they think through the messenger. They think that's offline. It's off YouTube, yeah, but not offline. Yeah.
Okay, then that makes sense. Okay.
But they talk on Instagram. That's fine. That's cool.
Yeah, no. But that answers my question regarding the public addressing of it. But even if she did talk to him on the phone behind scenes, if she chose to, still address him publicly, that's the issue happened publicly. So I mean, that's a prerogative.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is, man. My thing was this, man. I told them to quit. I don't have a dog in the fight because I told y'all to quit fucking with Al. So y'all, whatever happened after, I don't want to hear shit about it. So, and then what they'll sit there and say, well, I don't go watching videos. I never knew that. But you want to comment on every goddamn thing. So, it is what it is. Shit, y'all continue to fuck with Al. Al gonna say some dumb shit. I mean, how much dumb shit has Al said in this sector? He said a lot of dumb shit.
I don't really pay Al no mind for real.
Yeah.
Like I mean, if you really listen to him, it's like a joke. Like he just be like he says a lot and says nothing. Like what is he really saying? Nothing. Yeah, so it's like a joke. It's entertainment.
Until he say some shit that piss somebody off, like you got a deep throat was a joke too.
Yeah, I would have.
Ain't nobody laughing at that shit. Ain't nobody laughing at that.
No, and I'm not laughing at it either. And I'll be quite honest with you. If I would have heard it, I likely would have cursed his ass out my damn self.
Right.
But I didn't hear any of it. And he's, he probably doesn't even remember or recall saying it. Because I truly believe that he may suffer from some type of cognitive issue. Like, I'm not kidding.
He may have some shit. I don't know. He may have whatever. He may have
seriously, because the shit he be is like saying, and it's like he totally forgets he said, like, I don't think he's that excellent of a liar. It's like he truly forgets what he says or something. Like, it's weird.
And that's the reason why he don't need to be on the panel.
Well,
that's the reason why, because he has cognitive deficits. And we don't need to showcase and exploit those cognitive deficits for the mere fact of entertainment.
No, I agree with you because and I'm starting to kind of feel bad because it's becoming kind of exploitive. Or am I saying that right? Exploitive, yeah.
Exploitive, yeah.
Yeah, because something's clearly not clicking all the way there with, you know what I mean? So
well, shit, I been said shit wasn't clicking right with Al. This
No,
crazy
I'll
ass.
be honest with you. I'm just starting to see it.
Y'all
Like,
just, but I guess because of my training, I can pick up on shit. But I saw that shit from the
man,
beginning with him. The way he spoke, the cadence in which he speaks, his reaction time, the way he processes. I saw the shit from the get go.
that's
But hey,
crazy.
but
I'm just now.
that's just me. That's just
No,
me.
I hear. No. Like it got my attention when I heard him conversing with Mac, and he was dead ass serious. And I'm like, yo, like, okay, but God bless
Lord.
him. You know,
God bless him, huh?
yeah,
Yeah, man.
God bless
So
him.
yeah, so I've been looking tonight. I'm going live, Tiffany. I'm going to make some bullet points of the lawsuit and everything. I'm gonna talk about the fees. I'm gonna talk about all the things they sued for.
Yes, that and
Yes,
people
I'm
were
doing that
asking
tonight.
that you do that. I think it's
Yeah,
interesting as hell, but that's probably just a nerd in me. I
yeah.
think it's
Oh,
real fucking interesting.
as they laid out, that shit was very fucking thorough from
Oh yeah.
one situation to another. And I'm like, those lawyers earned every bit of the money that
Oh no, absolutely.
they
Um,
earned every bit to transcribe the fucking the videos that they were saying this shit. You
yeah, it
literally
was
had
very,
somebody
very
watching this and
precise.
typing shit and for bit by bit. Oh, they earned their money on it. The discovery was
Yeah,
like 75 grand. I was like, shit.
yeah, and
Woo.
understandably so. But for me, it's interesting, just like for a lot of reasons, because even though we have various laws that regulate the internet state by state, they're not really enforced.
Sure not.
Um, so this just for the precedential value will be interesting. Whichever way it comes out, it's going to set some interesting precedent. So and I'm glad it's taking place in federal court as opposed
Mm-hmm.
to state court. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, to
So
see how that comes out.
another thing I'm gonna speak about is that the fear. I don't understand why these Negroes are so afraid of the church sector.
Um,
Explain to me the fear. These Negroes are in fear. They up there, man. D. Darrell, man, man. They on this other level shit. Yeah, our fuckery is like 3, 4, 5. Their fuckery is like a 9 and a 10, and they actually filed the lawsuits. They got niggas that got more money that don't mind doing. I'm like, and
I could be totally wrong. But in
and
my opinion, and it's not just, I just think overall, I think a lot of people are generally horrified of being doxxed without
but they do
understanding.
all the doxing they do here.
That's what I'm saying. And like, it's so, and even with the people, I think it's almost cute, and forgive me, but like with the fake screen names and all that, do you know how easy, unless you have like a really strong VPN, come on,
Right. Hey guys,
so I could be wrong.
I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know if you agree or not, TMK or Bombay. I think people have a fear of getting doxxed. I think
I mean,
that's the overarching
definitely,
fear.
definitely. I mean, I do myself to a certain degree because there's certain personal things that that don't need to be out. I don't have anything to hide. I don't have a criminal record. I just say, hell, if you're gonna dox me, man, go in and pay the mortgage off or something. If you're gonna go through all that extent to pull information, go ahead and pay some bills while you're in there. If you're gonna do it. But I think a lot of people have, maybe part of it could be they have some things to hide. We've seen around here where some things got exposed, and it's probably like things people didn't want to know, because everything about being online is about self-image. So if we find out that you are a dirtbag in real life, or you might have some a shady past or something like that, it could it could ruin your little credibility around here. But what I did find, the sector is all forgiving. I've seen it.
Yeah,
It doesn't
that
matter what
part.
people do.
Yeah, don't
Yep.
nobody. Yeah, like I don't care about your credit. I don't want to say I don't care about your criminal history, but yeah, like you're not going to be castigated, or, I mean, what the fuck? I, I don't know.
Yep.
I don't.
So,
Yeah. And in
I
fact, most people, especially in our sector, they've all been doxxed. I mean, seriously. I mean,
yep.
that's just, I don't know. So maybe people had a fear of, and I think that's understandable. Like somebody coming to your home, and yeah, because everybody is not stable. And so that's certainly a concern. Or, harassing your employer, that's a
Yeah.
concern, or, but
Yeah, that loss of livelihood, that's a dangerous thing. I think that is what would send somebody over the deep end,
yeah, I think
to
that's absolutely, absolutely horrible. That to me, that's so completely over the top, out of control. To mess with somebody's livelihood. That I don't know.
Darrell's back with the tacos,
Ah,
the DoorDash.
All right, I'm back. What's
yeah.
been going on? What were y'all saying?
About people fear of being doxxed, consequences, and how no matter, even when you get doxxed and they find out you were, it could be anything. You kidnapped and murdered children. It's like I said, the sector's all forgiving because
they
it's
don't
just
they don't care about criminal records here.
they want the false image. They want what you provide for them, and that's the entertainment.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do. And that reflects on us as a society. And that's what I was saying earlier, how our standards have fallen so low. Like, we forgive anything. Like, not going to go all into the whole R. Kelly thing, but for those of us back when the bootleggers were selling that tape on the street and everybody saw that man, piss on this little
Bombay, you
girl.
are so correct.
And yet
Right.
they were still lining up the bottom. Remember the Boondocks did that episode where they talked about that? And that's us. Well, he can sing,
There were a few who were ahead of the game. Unfortunately, I was a guilty one, but I remember one of my cousins, my age at that, she would lay me out about that. And still, listening to his music, back when all that,
Right.
the tape and all that.
Right.
But
that shit was crazy, man. But they still, it is, man. It's wild. But my thing is this, man. They, as I talked to some of them, as they looked at our sector, they trying to figure out why they don't understand why Let Me See a Transcript got supporters. Period. they feel like, why is anybody supporting this woman? And I'm like, it's a long story how that shit happened, and she got her little segment of the AFWs that like her and other people that support her that are non-AFWs and so forth. Then they trying to figure out like this little shit that Shakim was doing. Like, she felt like they was judging her and saying because of her avatar, because Shakim, they didn't like the fact that Shakim was going at Conscious TV, and the fact that they went at Too Hot to Handle about her avatar and the way she was treated on this platform. So she talked about that, and some other people in the comment sections, they made comments about stuff. Excuse me. So, and then they trying to figure out why y'all mad at me for giving them the opportunity to come to the sector. Like, what's wrong with us interacting with Sectors TV? That's like, what's wrong? I mean, that's their main thing, So
what dude last night kept saying, you had a full, was that Nat Bianchi that said you had a queen? You had a queen or something?
He said I had a whole queen on this, and you up there chopping it up with a whole queen on your panel, interviewing a whole queen and stuff like that. I'm like, really, Nappy Yankee? That's what you doing? Okay.
Yeah, see, that's that BS. That's what we was talking. I think I was on the panel the other day with you talking about that, how these men act like if you stand too close to a gay person, all of a sudden you're gonna turn gay or something. You know what I mean?
Something stupid. That's ignorant.
If you're a man, I said it. You're a man. You walk through a sea of gay people. You're a straight man. You're gonna come out straight. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I told you. A lot of people fear them because they think they got some tendencies that's gonna jump out. I'm telling you. When you hear them people talking about how they start talking against, like, they hate gays so much in their life,
Right.
and they like, oh my God, like it's the worst thing in the world. I'll be like, bro, what is you afraid it's gonna jump out you if you get too close? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can be honest, you know what I mean? So ain't no real man got no fear of no other man who that man in the bed with, because we don't care. You understand what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
And my thing is this: the so-called homophobic topics that they, or things that they thought, that shit was geared at Gerald Palmer ass because of what he was doing. I was, the shit that I was saying was about Gerald. It wasn't necessary. I mean, if you want to take it as such, Gerald can say what he wants. I really don't care. And the things that I said about Shaquem, that too was geared towards him. It was not necessarily representative of the whole aggregate of the LGBT community. And all I'm doing is exposing people that don't want to come out. Both of them don't want to come out. So it is what it is, as far as I'm concerned. So
I'm gonna be very honest with you, Darrell. I wish we would stay away from all of that. I think I think it's so, to me, in my personal opinion, I
right.
just think it's so low brow. Like I wish we would stay away from the attacks on sexuality and also ad hominem attacks.
Well,
It's just so low brow to me. Like it's so, and it's like we're old. It's like, I just really don't like that. Like attacking someone's looks and their weight and their, one thing most people can say about me, especially if they know me like in my real life, if I engage with you in a disagreement, an argument, whether it's personal or professional or whatever, whenever I can get you to reduce yourself to name calling, I have absolutely won and dominated. And but that's just me personally. Like I lose, like I have
right.
nothing for that. I don't like that.
I feel you.
Um, I just, but this is the internet, and this is
I'm like this, man. Like really, I really don't care what they do, but when you just constantly doing shit and just impulsively over and over fuck again every goddamn day, just like damn, I'm throwing out punches. And when it comes
yeah,
to
you can't.
and when it
Tell
comes
nobody how to fight. I
and,
cannot
and,
tell
and,
anybody
and,
how to fight.
and especially for Gerald, you already know that history. That history goes years, so
Yeah,
he gonna get it whatever way he can get it. You know what I'm saying? So he can the despicable things that Gerald has said and done. I mean, he can. I don't care what somebody say to Gerald. And the thing about it is, he hurt his own career trying to hurt my career. He lost his job behind internet. Like, make that make sense. He lost the whole, and then I don't know, Tiffany, if you heard that lie that he said over there with Conscious TV. He's told a big ass lie that his job fired him because he didn't notify them of, I think he said Umar harassing him or somebody. Dr. Bumble, it was somebody, he stated, somebody because of harassment. I'm like, seriously? Are you serious? Why would your job fire you because you didn't notify them of when you harass? You're supposed to be talking about. You're supposed to be calling the police. What does your job have to be with somebody committing a crime against you? But he went up there and lied his ass off. So it is what it is.
yeah. Well, I don't know.
So Gerald can kiss my ass without all the lies he was. He said that we attacked him, anti-Afro, an angel. They said all these Umar Johnson supporters around YouTube were just attacking her. The fuck out of here, man. Just lying his ass off. Renee was the one doing all the attacking. Like, stop. Umar does not get a lot of support on YouTube. Most of Umar's support, most of those people on Facebook and Instagram. They're not on YouTube. On YouTube, there are more people who are anti-Umar. And that's where the money is at. If you're trying to make money, you make money going against Umar as opposed to support. Yeah. That's facts. That's facts. So.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward. I'm going to be I'm going live probably around 10:30, 11 o'clock tonight, and I'm going to present
Cool.
my information and so forth, and throw it out there to the sector, to the church sector out there on sector TV, and see what they think, because I understand right now, Tiffany, they looking at me with skepticism. They're they trying to see what, but see, I'm not choosing a side. And
Yeah.
it sounds like to me the Larry Reed side want me to just be all in because of let me see you. I mean, I am no friend of let me see a transcript, but that don't mean I'm just gonna automatically take anybody's side. I'm not taking nobody's side. I'm gonna take my side, and my side is this is what she's doing in our sector, and I'm gonna understand what she did in your sector, and we'll go from there. That's I'm not gonna get in because I'm coming in late to what's this lawsuit stuff. I'm just learning about stuff that's been going on for 2 years.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm looking at it a bit over it, and I wish other people would too. This is bigger than who your bestie is, who you like, because I like Kimberly. It's bigger than all that. It don't matter how you feel, it don't matter who you like, who you dislike. What are the facts? What has happened, and what is documented?
Right.
Period. And
Right.
to me, that's how it should be evaluated. And I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, and that's all you can do. I mean,
Right.
even
And,
as an individual.
and another thing, I know they both watching from one end. Daryl Moore is watching the videos, and we know for a fact that Larry Reed watched. He quoted stuff that he was saying in the last live stream, so he's
Yeah,
watching.
I caught that. I
They're
mean,
both they're both watching.
so I hope you do a detailed analysis of it, like focusing on the claim. You know what I mean? Because it
Right.
really does not matter who's who and what's what and who agree
Right.
with and who don't like what. This is about what the law states and what's
Right.
documented. And
Right.
yeah.
Look, this is fundamentally what happened, and this is what they're litigating in court. X who likes who character this is what's been, that's the
Yeah.
evidence. I mean, all I know for a fact, just the money alone, I'm like, God damn, this man is not playing. And for all these people, like Make a Change was last night. Well, I don't know. I'm not told. If I say Make a Change, we all know you came for let me see a transcript. Even Conscious Energy exposed that shit. And I know, and I don't want to bring up Conscious Energy, but come on, let me Make a Change. We all know y'all cool, so stop. You don't have to. You support her.
I heard y'all's discourse. I
Oh, you
thought
did?
he
Oh, you
was.
heard it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think I because from what I was taking from Mac's comments, and I enjoyed hearing y'all converse again because y'all used to converse like that back in the day.
Right.
So it was cool to hear y'all chop it up. But yeah, I thought he was I think he sounded like he hadn't read any of the legal documents, right?
He had no, he didn't. He didn't.
So yeah, that's a biggie. So
Right.
I feel like he was coming from the stance and saying, look, I don't know what the legal documents is. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. But what I do know is you're involved with some folks who are getting sued. The folks who are suing them have made it very, very clear that they're suing your ass next. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
I don't
He
see how
did
that's
say that.
biased. I mean,
Well, but this is my position. I know you and let me see a transcript are close. How the fuck you don't know nothing about this? You mean you don't know nothing about this? And you know how let me see a transcript roll and both you don't know anything about her being in another sector. You don't know anything about anything. I'm so that's difficult for me to believe, Tiffany.
I don't. I follow what you're saying, but it's one thing to think you know something or have an idea about how somebody moving. Because I could just say that for myself. Like when I read that lawsuit, I was like, whoa, like, because even I thought I'd seen everything and you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I
Yeah,
can see that.
he was being to me like he was oblivious to, and I'm like, Make a Change. You cannot tell me, and I know, he probably don't, man. But I was just like, wow, you mean you don't know anything about none of this, any of this stuff that she never talked to you about anything? Y'all cool with each other. Like, how could you not?
But Pete game. I don't think a lot of people over here did. You didn't really peep that?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, a lot of people in this sector didn't know.
Yeah, that's close to her. They didn't. I mean, they had a general
I don't
idea.
know. I don't know. But obviously, Gerald Palmer and Anti-Afro knew. They showed up over there to say stuff, so they knew something.
Yeah, that was coming. I saw that coming.
They knew something.
Yeah,
they didn't want to say anything, but until Gerald made himself known, you know, and I get that, but I guess she chose not to tell anything about anything. She chose to keep it to herself. I just would have thought, propane. Yeah, another thing, Tiffany. Eyes made a video about Knockout Media. Said, who is Knockout Media? She did a whole show on Knockout Media. I'm like,
was
really?
it negative?
It was. I wouldn't say it was negative, but she was just trying to. It totally took me for left field because I didn't know where that came from. And now Eyes was on my panel the first time the church sector came to our side. So, and she ended up having some issues with a couple of people. She was questioning them. They was questioning her. They had a little argument. They kind of mixed. This was before you came up later on, whatever. But when Conscious was up, Conscious TV was up there, so there was a lot going on. But she was on there immediately, so maybe she did her little research and she did a show called Knockout Media. Who is Knockout Media? I was like, damn.
But what was she saying? Like,
she was really just talking about his content. I don't know if he came to her channel because I only caught like 5 minutes of it. She was actually talking about his content. Now I don't know how they
because the thing about Knockout Media, if you go and look at his content, a lot of it, he has he has diverse content, but as it relates to this particular issue, he is literally playing their videos and providing like you can go see with your eyes. He's not making up, you know what I mean? Like you can literally go watch and hear and see what was said. Like it's not, you know what I mean?
And oh my God, now Anti-Afro just did a video talking about shout out to Knockout Media for loading live streams with the truth and it's about you already know who it's about. But so
about who?
Yeah, she loaded, the videos he did about let me see a transcript. But Anti-Afro already doing videos about it. She actually just loaded a video 21 minutes ago.
About what? Oh, I don't see it.
It's called Anti-Afro Spengali Shots Out Knockout Media for loading live streams with truth.
Oh, I get where that's coming from because he's just straight up playing their videos that are now deleted.
Yeah.
Like you ain't got to add nothing to it. Like you can literally go and look at the video and see these people doing the things they're doing and saying the things they're saying. Like, period.
So I mean, Propane saying he was enlightening us because he's seen us watching. Oh, he must have seen them watching. People must have went to his channel. They seen him, watching his content. Okay.
So he probably went back and did a recap. Yeah. And got the old videos. And you just hit play. That's all you had to do is hit play.
Because what I plan on doing is doing reviews. Like what I'm going to start doing, my strategy is I'm going to be doing reviews on what Larry Reed doing, what Conscious TV doing, King Jives, whoever else, and I'm going to do my review on what I think. That's what I plan to do.
Listen, Larry Reed and Conscious, they getting money. Period. Okay.
Yeah, they getting big money, and so I'm gonna do my reviews and just give my perspective. Today, Knockout Media did some stuff on Miss Furlow supporting Daryl Moore You know, and he gave his perspective on that.
Yeah.
I watched some of that. And I'm gonna start I'm gonna do 15, 20-minute videos playing.
I remember that too. I remember that. That's the brown skinned lady. She pretty too, with like short
Yeah,
length hair.
yeah.
And I saw that, and I think she's a good representative of Daryl's supporters.
Yeah, she is. I think
They're
she is too.
she's a yeah. And so what I wish people could, what his supporters as well as Daryl and others can understand is I hear you, I feel you, and I hear you. How and it seems horrible, right? But you got to do. You can't. You find it's so hard for me to articulate. Um, they're looking at it like this certain person is a really, really, really bad person, right?
Right,
And even if that person is a really, really, really bad person, if you want to take any type of action or try to hold this person accountable in any type of way, you have to do so lawfully. You can't engage in just, all kinds of arguably slander and
right.
harassment and pulling up. You can't do that. You cannot do that. And so I think that's what's getting lost in the sauce.
Yeah,
I think people think that what Larry has been through and others associated with Larry is okay because they think or feel he's a bad person.
right.
And so, but at the
And
end of the day,
I think a lot of that is tied to his character. Because I mean,
exactly.
just
Yeah.
see
No,
now
and I
this
get
is
it. That's
now
why I say
see
I get it. No tea, no shade. Like I so get it. But at the same time, you can't, you
now
can't
now
engage in
now th-
vigilantism.
now this is something nobody seems to have a clear. This is what I found so far. Maybe I may get answers as time move on, but nobody's given a clear story about what contributed to them falling out in the first place.
Who falling out?
Between wasn't Daryl Moore and Larry wants to get they didn't they fall they were cool but then they fell out with one another.
This is my understanding of it, and I've heard a few different narratives. Um,
Exactly.
but it's my understanding, and I could be totally wrong, but it's my understanding that Daryl has never known Larry personally, and vice
Okay.
versa.
Okay.
Like never had any
Okay.
interactions or anything. If anything, it was people like Conscious TV and King Jives and Andre Garrison, Miko Duke. They had relationships with Larry.
Okay.
And by through their dealings over the years, because they do business together, all kinds of stuff. Jobs fell out with Larry at a certain, there was a point where Andre Garrison fell out with Larry. And so while that was happening, also, like Kimberly, for example, and a Daryl, and a Roxanne, they were strong supporters of Jives. And so they fell out for different reasons, like different unrelated reasons. So then it seems what happened it turned into an enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Okay. Oh
So
wow.
they all lumped up together, like Daryl and Andrea and Conscious, and like they whether they were true friends or not, they all had a common goal, and that was having some type of dispute one way or another with Larry. And then it seems like during that association, things went too far, and people were like, "Whoa, like now, like you're doing a bit too
Wow.
much. I don't want no
Wow.
parts of this."
Right. Right.
And so that's just what that seems to be to me. Maybe it could be
Interesting.
more, and a lot of people also like to attribute it to Larry one day, Daryl one day being in one of Larry's live streams and trying to ask him a question, and Larry said he doesn't address it insignificant vloggers. And
Oh, he said that.
Allegedly, that's what they say.
That was insulting.
I mean, but who cares? It's just online. Like,
yeah, man. But
I mean,
you just shunned the man like that.
yeah, but now I'm gonna like stalk you, harass you, like ruin your life because you call me insignificant.
I mean, I know that, but damn, I mean, that was, but I get it with Larry. I get it with him. I get it. So, watching the reality show, watching, how you do, I get it. He's doing a good job. Hell, he's successful. I can't hate him.
Yeah, he's very
he's doing
successful.
his thing. He's very successful at what he's doing. He got over 100,000. He making money off of YouTube, hands over fist, and he making money in real life. So
yeah,
I can't knock him.
He's also a gospel artist. I don't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So hey man, I can't. Any successful person, I'm gonna support him. So I mean, I support you getting your success. I hate that he had to invest this kind of money for this bullshit. That's what it really is. Like, this shit is bullshit. Like, you have to literally, but hey, you have a following, you have a name,
yeah,
you got a church, you got a lot of shit that could be, kind of affected by this. So you have to do what you got to do.
What Nova just put 1,000%.
A lot of creepy things.
I mean, but again, to each their own. To each their own.
Look, man.
Each their own.
One thing I'm not going to do.
Yes.
Whatever little things they like to say, I'm not commenting on. I'm not getting in any of that. I'm just going to get on the real topic at hand. I'm the little innuendos and the little metaphors and phrases.
Yeah. I think the only thing that needs to be addressed, because again, I find it just very, very interesting from a legal precedent standard, because this is a issue that's experienced across YouTube, across sectors. Just have this type of issue addressed, just from a legal standpoint, and it, because I've heard people even in our sector that behave in a certain way, and they literally say, "Hell, if you want to stop me, sue me."
Yeah, but now they're afraid that if they come here, they're gonna actually do that shit. I'm like, oh well,
Yeah.
I'm just tripping on this. Like, you got people want things to stay the same. They don't want no new people coming in here. They don't want things to grow. They want things to stay the same. They don't want, I'm like, man, these people, hey, if they are entertained and they want to come and interact with us and bring their perspectives and bring their crowd, I mean, it benefits the sector.
Yeah, and I think that's a normal interaction. I think by nature, many of us just in general are territorial.
Right.
Because something similar, I'm witnessing something similar happen. Like the beef sector and the black sector, they're merging, and they're going through a lot of growing pains in doing so.
Yeah.
So I get it.
That sector, the beef sector, that's some shit over there.
They off the chain. Like I've been hearing you say, like, you want to do content on that. I think that's on one of my would never live. Like, I watch it.
No, not like I'm not taking. All I'm doing is going. Hey, this is what happened. This is what happened. It ain't gonna be no.
You gotta be careful doing that. They go.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be like. I'm not trying to be like doing 5, 6. What I'm going to do is cover riveting events that may occur in a sector that may be
that's a good idea.
Yeah, worthy to be for the post. It could be any sector. I'm just posting stuff on various sectors, and I may do commentary on it and call it a day. As far
that's
as
actually a really good idea.
Yeah, I'm doing that starting January 1st, and so my hands is kind of tied with this, with our sector, and now I'm doing Black church sector stuff right now, and then come January I'm gonna start mixing it up and doing other things along with that. So
I like that idea, and it's good for your subscribers because it introduces us to various other content. Because I'll never forget one time I was watching Max a while ago randomly, and through watching him, I don't know if you know, but he introduced us. It's like a trucking sector.
Yeah, that's a CDL sector. Yeah, I know about the CDL.
They go super hard. Like,
Oh yeah,
they
yeah.
was on some super criminal shit. Like,
Oh yeah.
that shit was
The
fun.
CDL sector. Yeah, you may see that little
Yo,
shit where they up there driving and in between loading and talking and shit. And yeah, there's a lot of once you get to know them,
they
they got
all
all kind of
threatening to
shit.
kill each other, going to
Oh yeah.
jail.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because he talked to one of them for a minute, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like they
Oh yeah.
were really like off the chain with it,
Facts.
and
So
those are good. They were white people.
yeah, they be white and
Um,
black. It's everything, man. They be on it. They be on
yeah, like
it.
it was really bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
So now you know your boy did a video about us talking the other night.
what? That was like obviously trolling. Come on. If
I
people
know, but
don't
I
know,
just yeah, but it didn't take him long. But I already did a video. I posted a video today. I'm not doing any more Shakim videos. I'm not going on a panel arguing with him. I got everything I got out last night. I'm done. So if he want to say whatever, he's gonna be by himself on that one. I got other shit to more important things to cover. But that I got everything out. Him and Kerry. That's my last time with both of them. I'm not going on slander channel, arguing and yelling and cursing at them and all that other shit. I'm done with that. But with both of them, you know.
yeah,
She went up there bringing up shit that happened 3 months ago. Talking about I mischaracterized what she said, and everybody heard the shit for their own self. How the hell I'm gonna mischaracterize something somebody heard verbatim that you stated? I can't tell people tell people what to think. They heard it with time I turned the sector against her. No, you turned the sector against yourself. So, but other than that, I'm about to go ahead and get out of here, Queen. I'm gonna go ahead and chill, relax for a few hours, and I'm gonna prepare and get my little documents ready and kind of structure how I'm gonna do tonight's live stream, and then we're gonna go from there. So, looking forward to doing that.
got it.
All right, baby. You
I'll
have
be
a great
checking for
day.
you live. Have a good one. Bye bye.
All right, peace. All right, guys, I'm about to get out of here. D Darrell Conscious Clientele on D Darrell the Rebirth. Check out D Darrell tonight on the Sectors TV. I'm going to be going live around 10:30, 11 o'clock tonight. Check it out. It's going to be fire. I'm going to be focusing on the Larry Reed case against Daryl Moore in the Black church sector. Peace.